me I do that you watch to mention to this afternoon. Ulumbe who na chai a lot of people just said that Kelfan, Tashima, I wanna have my partner here introduce himself as well, and then we will catch a little bit about the programs.
Alright, I don't know the influence to you. One day you know the introduction. Yeah, can you to see the thing on the paper? How do you show what they each of the way to see Paula? Yeah. What are you showing? Paula. But just actually, Dana, don't know. She came all the way from Fresno, California. No one can see. Don't be looking at me, don't know. Yeah. And we're just Paula. They are going to find the little sheep. Don't want to see. Don't be just tired. Don't you do? Follow. Don't you know? Okay. Chị ta lên tới là okay. Nhớ trong trong share to all of you guys.
Chị nói bên đây à?
Oh, I think we can do better, right? Happy New Year! Alright.
Happy New Year. There we go. That's a lot better.
Lý Xiong mà bây tô nó đã phải lúc chụp gần trốn xa nó đã nhở. Vì bây tô tôi tin chân đi cả nó cũng chín châu từ Lý Xiong nó là đã nhở. And we just celebrate 45 years of Hmong New Year. Nhớ trong River Center nó đã. And bây tô tôi chỉ trốn đấy nhở. And có ý cho gì? Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, all you guys. I don't hear you guys are from all the way from up there. Chị nói bên sân sân from up there, the balcony. Lên bên bố mua chị cái nó nhớ trong ha.
Okay, 總之咧，又如果俾我拖了去年夜旅行嘛，又我從時係地上落去俾拖住嗱晚就多呢度 MC， 就不過 program 就俾我整就得個 program， 就攞去俾就上落天。We have a lot of great guest speakers， 俾我有過去 sing， 俾我有呢個字，從นั้นสตูแล้วเราให้ดูจากเชียร์就ไป攞去俾就นู่น落天，ไอ้กูรู้ท้องแล้วนะได้從นั้นสตูได้多了嘅เนี่ยท้อง就俾ย้อนท้องปีสตู就จบthằng sau bây giờ cho họ hay thì bây giờ mua bây giờ xài nó là sĩ từ giờ tôi nhận xài sĩ từ vùng cao là sĩ từ là một thiên basketball bây giờ Mrs. Pageant cho chồng nó thế nào ok anh ấy sẽ được cho bây nhớ gần sau tôi cho thằng sau bây giờ.
And we got a lot of excitement this year as well. This year marks the 50th celebration that particular Hmong community has migrated here to the great USA. So we're so thankful for that. There's a lot of things that we're going to be doing, in particular will be empowerment that you guys are going to witness history that is in making, particularly with our pageantry. And so I hope that you guys will find some time to enjoy that as well.
Thế chúng ta lên tới đây sẽ đầu tiên đấy là giờ thì nó cho cái lớp bí quyết của cái program. We have a lot of guest speakers. Nhớ được biết là agenda. Đây sẽ đầu tiên đấy rồi biết là giờ. Để đầu tiên tổ chức đi cho chúng nó nè.
Ok, được cho tất cả là được cho tất cả mình nó vấn đề cái bây giờ nó thiếu là tháo chơi cho là cái gì nữa. Giờ bây giờ trong bên nói về giờ là cái gì bây giờ gì ha. Giờ bây giờ special guest bây giờ về đi thế. Giờ ta mới nhớ tập hát để giờ tháo chơi mấy một lần chân trong nhớ để ha mình lại cho nó VIP nó giờ ha bây giờ sponsor thế cho nên từ thế. Our organization relied heavily on a lot of the donations that a lot of these organizations have sponsored and supported us. Throughout the years, for 45 years, all these businesses, as well as a special donation from so many special groups, for now, for your generosity, we would not be able to bring you the programs that we bring you today. So I want to say thank you, in particular from the board, the United Hmong family. We want to thank all of you guys as well too. Okay. Cho nên chân gì ha, giờ ta biết lúc gì hả, giờ bây giờ chỉ tao chuẩn bị ha, bây giờ biết lúc program nó ha, hôm nay thảo có chuyện đó, thảo số bắt lời chân chụp thế ha, and babe we want to welcome Đuôn Chị Vương ha, Đuôn Chị Vương.
Alright, thằng chân đi sẽ được sở giờ, thằng chân đi sở, Đuôn Chị nó là bây giờ national anthem. Please everyone, please stand up. Ý trong gì à? Thằng này có trong bộ thì nó phải tụi xài hoa long bể đồ à? Đuôi gì vui à?
Okay, you're not just saying bitch, but like you're watching down now. Thank you so much, Doki. God, check out. But I got to show to capture tree, your bitch, what things to do. Yeah, share that, you guys enjoy the song as much as we do. Every time that the national anthem is sung, my heart is saved. But we're so blessed to have to be here in the great USA, like you said, and particularly the freedom that we are given under the sky here. So thank you so much for that. Cho nên cái gì mỗi lần hàng thầu bây giờ đi họ nói mà anh họ make sure that you're tốt là sẽ we want to honor particularly all our veterans and particularly bây giờ là cái gì giờ từ bộ trả cho bé bố giờ bố tu cái lu thì bố mới cho bé hai số tu cho cái quân đội cho mấy số lần trên này and let us stand for a few moments of silence to remember all the veterans and particularly those who have put their lives before everybody else to protect us, to provide us the freedom that we have been given. Thank you so much. You may be seated. Lucia nó bên bên học bổng nó chạy vô họ cho xin bước sơ chế còn nhà có do thì chạy họ cho có được chủ tịch sản tha thì ngoài xe
nhớ rộng trùng trà sao nó trong lò bác sĩ này có kinh tỏ nó trùng trà bác sĩ này có tỏ là dù có thể tôi cũng không muốn được cái mong trở lại ở trên cái nằm nhà rộng có trùng trà nó hôm nay cuối thọ có thành đồ cũng được cái lúc cổ nhiều nay là mong vẻ này hai chặt tự cho mà cũng chưa hạ cái luồng đây họ cho cái United Hmong family tất cả nhà Mỹ rồi có cho thằng nào mua số lên số tụ từ bên đây ở trong bây giờ đó là giờ chi sống rồi sau đó cho nó mới chỉ cho ra cứ sẽ hay cùng tôi thọ bạn chịu trò bên lúc cùng rồi được chọn buồn lúc đặt lên an toàn là đầu tiên ý chồng không thật thật và có thể tôi cũng lưu dụng cha ở thì mình vào trò làm gì để bên vừa cùng bên kỹ thuật để tu nào chứ có thể tu lúc đó nhiều có tu gì nhau được hóa cho nên các tu lục tổ khả chế của má thải trong này người gì này của chùa vô hàng trong cột lâu này cột lâu của Bible có hạt tài do vũ tố có bạn chữ ở trong lúc bề thọ bạn chữ phổ công phổ môn chùa tu tư ban tư chế bạn chữ sẽ là do phổ công môn chùa có một trở này ở tu lục của Bible khả chế lúc đó cô thọ có phổ công môn chùa biết lúc công vụ United Hmong family rồi đầu tôi đã thàn mì rồi mình đọc khá là mua tung xảy cho trở ba đàn trò rồi có sponsor support ba đầu bên của nó ba đàn trò đầu tu làm xảy rồi tôi lấy số tu cú sắc của lù sơn cả ba đầu bên lúc của United Hmong family Xiong ở thế này từ bản thân gì bình trình trừ được về tổng nào về cho Xiong nói từ cho Xiong cứ cái của nhau rồi đây cho nó tổ chi cho Xiong ha và chỉ ở sau cái tổng một cũng một và có phòng có một rồi lúc của một như này không phải lý của nhau theo cho và cô mua lúc là để cái gì các cô tổ sản xuất có một Xiong ở trên này một trong nó gì là nhà ở đây mà có nhà thư có cái nhà đó và các chủ lực trong bên cạnh nhà tổ các cô chi tiết rồi nó còn có một đồ cho tôi làm đồ có thể làm đồ gì đây có sponsor cho nên cho tôi từ có mua lúc cha cái bảo hiểm support ba bên công vụ có bây giờ mua lúc cha bên chồng nó toàn dân gì mà các chủ chi chịu dùng nhà ở đây làm gì để có chỗ nó có và chủ nhà cho cha bên đó có phòng công rồi bên ý chồng tôi đi chào mong thế là tôi cùng rồi bên cha bên chồng nhà đồ sinh có sinh mình để sụt đảo từ rồi chi chịu dùng sụn hoa cho tôi có tôi khi tôi đi chẳng chơi tôi nhớ hùng họ có bố cả chân đời cho nó bên chuyện nó bên chỗ này nhau lúc đó đây có chân đời chúng mình chi kể nó ta nhau rồi có thể tu có bên lúc này ở đây có bố trẻ có bố có mình ý nhà chỉ lúc ta cổ rồi bên lúc cha bên chỗ nó có chân đời đó là cho kinh tế bị tụt nhỏ chân đời chúng mình chi kể nó ta nhau rồi vì bên tuổi giờ sau qua lúc này có cô linh tại giờ tụi một cô mong giờ đây có chỗ đó có con nó chân đời có các bên là bên cầu ta sẽ trời cho ta một vào một chế có sẽ trời cho ta một chủ vào chủ chế xong nó giờ ý dùng chữ sinh và chữ giờ cho họ gặp tiền lúc ban đề lúc nó họ lưu tiền lúc ban đề lúc nó miêu lúc họ cha nó làm một lửa chay miêu họ có cũng được bên hải mông xong nó trong liều xong đã tổ chức trong lúc đó đây và bên mông cho tôi nhau rồi lúc tết ở America chỉ hà mình sau là lúc stay lúc là có rất là trong một cái chợ kể tôi mới rất nhiều của bố và bố chế cứ nhà cứ ra có bố thật là khả có rất là trong một cái mà mình phải giao ở đây bên chỗ không nhiều ý tôi có nhà đến rồi lúc tết ở America bây giờ bên luôn được rồi để quân bây giờ quân đó từ rồi giờ quân nó quân chứ tuần thì chỉ trong cha này cứ bên tôi nhau chỉ trong đồng đặt nó để cho cha đã ban chữ cây một công là tốt tu thì là lúc dùng cha tên người trong là một và bây giờ bạn mình một cho nó cho chữ cho cũng dần thực kỳ trong cha học cũng đó con trâu nó có trong tàu là chỉ đồ trong bên đó nhau rồi để cho mình cả nó còn nếu cũng là bên ngoài cũng dần thành kỳ một đó từ rồi giờ một giờ sớm thì một giờ từ khu mò đó cũng một chùa rồi bên đây đó từ chỉ hà cho đó từ đồ khác khu này đồ mua cho school mong đầu đồ nhớ đồ bên còn sẽ đi nó có rất là gì có dụng mà lưu làm cái gì còn có mong đồ bên hải mong nhớ đồ thấy mình chúng ta trong nó hai người lúc nào người lúc rồi nhưng mà bên hải mong nhớ có đồ mua vàng mình vô ấy đồ có rồi hay là pha bên tây ở hàng mình cả đây là bên thứ dân gì một số của nó có thứ mà ta luôn luôn tôi nhà bên thờ và có cũng là bên chồng ở đây này ở trong là gì hiện tại là mua bên số tù để nó ghi đồ có thể đủ bộ cũng là bên hải mong đợi ba lên tí ba lên tốt kia dù ha ba thì tuần chủ về amen thank you của chồng đây
我这是不在这，他说了没说了不对，发生的说是不在这呀？那风光风光这边个边在用奥巴那个州那个有，我全都不懂呢，我看着呢。Ladies and gentlemen, I know, like I said, I promised you guys a treat, and particularly this morning, well, I should say, now that it's getting to be noon. We're so blessed to have a young, talented group that are going to be able to perform to showcase in terms of what has transpired, particularly in the last 50 years with the Hmong here in Minnesota as well and throughout. So this time I want to go ahead and give this opportunity for BDD Entertainment for their Hmong dreams through 50 years of closure.
Each Hmong 认知到我更重要。 Hmong thiệt tàu kia trò kia tàu tờ lúc đấy thường lo vì Hmong tàu lao tổng tế thế lo ba trong phương CIA một tầng lên tàu kia chạy là lo họ một tầng lên tàu kia đâu mà sống mà chung kia đâu hay đây có đây tờ cho kỳ chỉ rõ thầu cơ bên Hmong tàu chỉ đây chơi chơi một nhỏ lâu đây cho America vì đây tàu lo ba đây cho America một trò cho trong phương communist tàu bên Hmong tôi cho đây cho America bây giờ kỳ ẩn vì bây tôi cho đây cho một phải phá một đây cho uni một đây technology một bây chỉ tàu xí đùa bên Hmong cho bao giờ bên Hmong cho kỳ một nó bảo họ trở lý bảo vật chế nhờ vật kia lý lưu lưu của cả
tôi thấy cái ý thức của thầy của tôi chúa lý thì bây giờ tôi trở lại tôi cho được xin thế kỷ của mọi người trong nhiều người thì tôi không phải tôi chia thì nghĩ của nó đi tôi muốn tôi thật của nhau có sự chế thì của tôi có lưỡi lấy cũng có lưỡi chế rồi có của tôi lưỡi chế chúng mà chế được thì anh nhau là cho rẻ mà thì là chế của mình chế chế tôi xài những chế ở đâu là cái chim cổ thì chim nhau thì nó chế của xài thì của chế nhau thì nói thẳng thì nhau thì mỗi lúc thì nhau thì cái gì đó là là nhiên cũng nghĩ cái thì là cái gì thì chỉ dùng cái chuyện lừa tù mà cũng có thể cho ta thấy thì người ta nó ra người ta có một môi trường của nhà thế thì ít chọn của đã có là có rất nhiều là có người ta vẫn là người thì ít là không
nói chơi vui rồi à?
sao thì tôi thấy
chơi chưa?
nó
À? Coi chỗ à?
tàu bay hải lên Hmong vì nó trở lại lưu cho lấy cho America bay tàu lộ chi trả lưu chu lại phố đầu tiên Area Island theo lòng ra tàu bay Hmong lưu chi bay châu đầu tiên lưu Civic Center
small morning in Minnesota. My name is Bill. I remember when my dad, they always flew her picnics, leave picnics, rain picnics, and they always collect money. You know, there was never, it was all love. As a Hmong person, you know, back then, if you work hard, you work hard. Now it's like, you can work hard, but you didn't go to school, you know, it doesn't mean anything.
vì trong ý kiến Trung Quốc cho chồng là một bê mong bị họ là lo vì bê mong bị vào mạnh lần hạ Hmong American Partnership do ý lưu cộng họ của bê mong tổng là chỉ ra đầu trong ý kiến Trung Quốc cho chồng là cũng muốn kỳ vọng mình lọt son tờ kỳ là kỳ lửa bê mong ý mua cho những nhà kia thế cho sống đó lọt xài của nhân mong lưu cho nhân tờ bê mong anh chủ toa tế cho America để xí bê tổ chơi toa cho cho hiểu đâu đó là ý từng tờ bê cho một tờ trâu và tổ toa lúc đây cho America đầu sống ý chiến của của cho chồng gì do bê tụ hạ hệ surprise
Neighbor chick,
Montsia Bay Mong Dology, Dolu Chekunda, Hope Community Academy, New York Talu Chekunda, Bay Mong Dology, Hope Community Academy, Dauki, Zahoki, Dojo Chekunda, Doyabi Shona.
Academy was started as a result of, again, my personal experience growing up in two cultures, right? The struggles, the challenges that, not only myself, but other Hmong peers were going through at that time. We have a future generation of Hmong children, and I didn't want them to struggle the way I struggled, the identity, and not knowing who I was. So HOPE actually is an acronym. It stands for Hmong Open Partnerships in Education. And that was intentional on my part in selecting that name because I wanted to make sure that our school was open to partnerships with other organizations, and especially in sharing our culture and our language with others, in addition to maintaining that for our Hmong families. The other impact that I see as I look back now is that we started a movement, which I don't think was really our intent at that time, but it opened up the door, the opportunities for other Hmong educators, whether they are in the charter schools or in the traditional school districts here in Minnesota, as well as other states such as California and Wisconsin.
Mi mua ya Bay Mong Itun Sai, Do Sai Lo Wa Itun Tay Yo, Do Ho Minnesota State Senate, New York Tun Mong, Wa Do Lo Wa Ho Lu, Song De Yo Jai Li Yo, Nhớ Do Ho Lu Sân Minnesota, Nhớ Tế Chơ Americano, Tí Lu Gia Nhân Tờ, Bế Tù Tu Mong, Sai Tho, Cô Do Sai Lo Mo Wa Ho Lu, Do Ho, Minnesota House of Representatives, New York Bay Mong, Tun Tu Mong, Do Sai Lo Mo Container No. Lúc xí hờ đờ, cứ dân đi cùng chi xe cùng nên, thao lại tờ trò, một nhớ đó hồ ta còn hồ, nhớ đâu tê chờ thái, tàu tua nhó tê chờ America, phần tàu tua nhó đó hồ sự lên sông Bà Nó, vì Bay Mong đi vào lần gần, Sông Bó Xí Pro, Bay Mong chỉ tàu lúc chẳng của Mong Thảo, nhớ đó hồ sự phò, Á Sông, Phò Thảo. Chỉ sông Bó Xí Lâm, Bay Mong đi mong kể vạn mơ, Sơn Lờ kể ngoài bên nhà, Gran Torino Yo, America, Ý Sạ Nhân Nhà Kia, Hòa Tàu, Tờ, Sông Bó Xí Nhị, Tù Hà Ê, Lên Ý Xuân, Tàu Lò Cho, Bê Cho, Tung Thái Mong, Hòa Sạ Nhân Nhà Kia, Sạ Nhân Nhà Kia Nó, Tàu Bá Thơ, Khi Cho Hồ Kê, Có Luôn Hải Nâng, Bỏ Tàu Bê Mong, Lúc xí hờ nó, Bê Mong Cú Vả Mân Rư Rù, Bê Cú Mua Cho Tương Thái Lùa, Hòa Tàu Số Ban Đùa Thia, Ý Mang Lời Cho Lùa, Hòa Tàu Số Ban Đùa, Your Destiny Man, Nhó Đỏ Hồ, Saint Paul Nó.
Happy Hmong New Year, okay? From changing it from Satuna. Lương cao mong trong ca lương cao mong cứ sáng tạo ôi muốn ước không tao có lương cao mong gì có xiang bao cầu mong trong lưu coi họ không trong nhau cha thiên nó coi ơn yêu từ trong sao lưu lo oh yeah con người ta con nhỏ từ tôi sao nâng nó oh yeah yêu mình không có thì chỉ có từ luôn cao lo trong tình yêu nó gọi lời tiếng chỉ có đó sang khi màu xóa thiên yêu lo cho từ luôn cao mong chữ ý rõ mua buồn trời sâu mua tư có một cả hướng thôi cứ thiêng vì khởi lực xiên từ khởi con thiêng Thank you, Janatama. Thank you. Happy Hmong New Year.
Trừ đi kỳ sơ phơ nhỏ một cái cảm lý cả đó to hay nia lúc đường dài giờ khỏi chờ thi khó ở bên nhỏ chân trà lúc chơi nhung nó lúc chẳng của Hmong Village cô tàu khi đầu tờ ý xài xin họ sẽ tờ về lên lệch nếu muốn tàu cha họ bỏ chỉ cho lưu cử một không thiên chỉ muốn nâng cầu lưu cử một không đâu lúc cô học sẽ phải xài tàu khi đầu lưu dùng họ sẽ cầu xa ta sẽ nó nghe lúc chờ bằng bên mông cho nó một cái khi sẽ kì nhau đó họ tầm dài.
We're in our first base from 2017 to 2020. During the pandemic, it was a struggle, it was hard. So we lost clients, but we also, it was a benefit for us because after that, people wanted to get their kids into dance classes and into a lot of, different outside activities. And so from there, we made the sacrifice. We were like, we're going to do something different because we were outgrowing the space too as well. And so we probably had only like 30 to 40 students, I would say, at that time. And then we made that choice to move to Gem Lake, Minnesota by the sites. And then from there we grew to almost like 75 to 80 students. And now we have like one space too as well. And we already grown that space. And then unfortunately we had a fire in that studio. But that was a blessing in disguise. Now we're in our current spot with 300 students. So now we have 4 total rooms. We expanded to our 4th room.
Chúng con sẽ nâng cầu cao lo cầu về cùng chúa tàu chủ sĩ qua đầu bên thiên tế chế lý đề để sĩ cầu chúng con sẽ nâng cầu thờ bên cùng giải mong xuân đi xa lý tông sĩ từ nhóm trò họ lưu tế thờ ý buồn nhóm trò họ lưu đông thầu kiều bên cùng giải xuân đi xa nhờ thân và tông sĩ từ nhóm trò họ cho bên theo của tôi những sinh ý là sĩ tôi nhà cùng phát trái và hùa cầu đều trong áo bà này cũng chỉ nó bế chế nên mong sĩ bá lọ xài tàu bế cần xài câu lý hơn nó hòa bế tụ mấy giờ nhớ là họ luôn đúng sân bỏ.
I hope that we, our young people and the next generation, never forget that we are literally the descendants of the strongest, most rebellious, most courageous Hmong people. Those of us in the United States, we are from that lineage, and that we should never forget that. And so we have to study harder. We have to work harder. We have to, strive for more, to honor those who brought us here and led us to this country. And I hope that we never forget that, because when we become complacent, when we become comfortable in America because of the privileges we have here now, we will forget to fight for the same things that our ancestors fight for, and maybe that freedom and that ability to be whatever it is that we want to be. Like, I don't think our ancestors knew when they brought us here that we would become politicians, we would become leaders here, that we would have engineers and doctors and lawyers and teachers and educators in all different ways. Like, I don't think that they knew that, but they knew that they had to keep fighting for something better for the rest of us. So that even if this next generation doesn't know what that next thing is, they have to keep fighting to create the foundation for what is going to be better for the people to come after them. So, like, that's a lot, but that's been sitting really heavy in my heart. I won't forget the fight we took to get here. We will become complacent and we will stop achieving as well. But we can't let that happen.
大西人在其中一种我被都多牛头在家里干了，被蒙到牛头在家玩们，其中的雅库巴被蒙给玩们老到别了，被给我人家天我说满多了，因我都是得力落了海里了，好被踩到被我头发黑。我红高的钱 Justin Paul 天谁发
Happy New Year! 要说面临我个
Samantha, Meng, and I were the two first Hmong women elected to the Minnesota House. Senator Neng Xiong, she was the first Hmong person to be elected into the legislature. When we have our first superintendent in California, or we have our first engineers, I hope that in the next few years we will no longer hear the word first.
We're going to continue to grow. I believe we have great leaders in our community, and I hope we continue to have these leaders continue to work and build new leaders as well. A lot of my work is to build new leaders as well, and give the youth voice to these youth, and make sure these youth know that their voice should be heard, and not just adults. And so I believe we're on a good path. There's so much that's going on. I believe our Hmong community is being more recognized, not especially for the work that we do. And I hope the whole world knows that we're here and we're important as well. And so I hope our Hmong community continues to strive for greatness, and we don't stop. Keep going.
好，那个中国的一头有就 BBD 有我种到一個 presentation 上我เราจะไปใช้ตรงนู้นที่有giờ đi sự tình ở đây là bây giờ cô thấy chờ từ lúc phân than để nó mong United mong giờ rồi giờ để nó lúc phân than Jerry ya giờ phải chờ cái giờ
Hanya tersiol lah mesut lepas tu jual Mari tu ya baik tu program manager yang bunuha yang lain cuma Mari tentang jadi nak buat macam baik yang nak cakap macam bunuha yang cuma lepas tu jual balong mata Jerry yang Mari dia tu saya
Okay. Nhớ đầu chủ chia ý chỗ những tình thế đi cả và trong trường được qua trong đó là bên mong và đó bên chờ nó còn chi chờ được xong đó là bên lúc trước bên chờ mong như sự tạo lúc trước bên chờ một tập đó đó chờ chi chờ được xong đó là kia và cho ý chỗ những chủ tí xong đó chủ chứ và đi cho bên đó đó bên chờ nó còn chi chờ xong đó là và đi cho bên đó bên cũng mua bên tôi đó là bên chờ nó bên tôi dùng cho nó tôi dùng nó su bên tôi nó lực thế dùng lực gì nó là bên tôi cho bên chờ nó cho cái cửa sức cửa chi nên cho cái bao số để cho trồng xe cái đi trồng cho luôn nó bên mông tôi nhớ bên chờ nó bên trồng cho luôn là kia trồng xe đó và trong này cho đỡ của công bên xong nó nhớ đầu bên số tạt nó chỉ ta lên đó chứ yêu của trồng đồ tạt nó còn để cho gì cho nó cho chứ nhớ đồ để lúc nào thì nhớ đồ bên số tạt kia nó lúc trồng say nó số lên số của cái gì kia lúc sáng của trồng đồ tạt nó trong VIP I want to thank all the VIPs, including all the officials and all the representatives. And I want to thank you all VIPs. I would like to recognize all VIPs. Can you rise for us, everybody? Let's have applause for all the VIPs. Thank you for coming to join the United Hmong family and Hmong Minnesota New Year this year. Welcome.
Yashong and Happy New Year, everyone. I'm Mari Lee, the Minnesota Hmong New Year Program Manager. As a Program Manager for this year's Hmong New Year, it has truly been an honor to work alongside each and every one of our sponsors. I'm grateful for the trust you place in our team and for the opportunity to build something meaningful together. Your support for the United Hmong family does not go unnoticed. As we gather to celebrate our culture, our heritage, and the strength of our community, I want to take a moment to express our deepest appreciation to the sponsors who have made this year's Minnesota Hmong New Year celebration possible. Your generosity helps preserve our traditions, uplift our communities, and ensure that our New Year remains a vibrant celebration for generations to come. We extend our sincere thanks to our sponsors, Hmong American Partnership, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Wazer Toyota and the Asian Home Alliance, Hennepin County Outreach and Community, Royal Credit Union, M150, Honda Berkeley, Blue Hills IT, Van Meter, Rudy Luther Toyota, Unison Restaurant, Cups and Chairs, Phobia, Super USA Asian Groceries, Mo Tropical, Binyan Oriental, Thai Fusion, Keller Williams, NL Oriental, and Digital Synergy. Your partnership strengthens our community in meaningful and lasting ways. Thank you all for standing with us and for supporting the Minnesota Hmong New Year. May the New Year bring us all blessings, health, and continued success. Thank you.
Thank you. Enjoy yourself.
Watch out, what level agency cho bên long bắt thành nhà cho bên United Hmong Family nó nhà Jerry nó ha bên program manager của nhà ban trong lại lì nó là nhà của mình cả nhà ta Mary lì nó là cái watch out cho nó trong gì đó đây nó nhà của nhà cái tên này cứ chuyện kia nhau cho bên nó còn nó ha vì là từ nó nhà luôn thằng chữ tận cho bên luôn chế là bên cha ta bên chồng nó anh nên bây giờ chúng ta tham lại có tổ của bên lối này là mong family nó hay là lúc xưa nó mua cho bắt thành mì vàng lúc xưa nó mua cho cả sau đó là thằng chơi thằng cho bên cho advisor cho anh em mua cho tại bên nhau nó chỉ thằng chơi bên một lần được cho sẵn thang đồ ha thằng cho United Hmong Family nó cho advisor ha cho anh em mua tên bên nhau thì có những thằng chơi bên một lần được chuẩn bị thì nó sẽ là một lần sau cũng tạo tại bên lúc còn hù nó lúc còn hù chuyện kia một chuyện nó thằng chơi thằng cho advisor ha bên cho anh em mua bên sẽ được thì nó được chuẩn bị thằng mình thì nó sẽ là
Good morning, distinguished guests. Nhớ trong sự gió, ý trong niệm trong gì, ý trong thân nhau. On behalf of the Hmong community, and as the host of two of the largest Hmong cultural events in the United States, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to the United States for welcoming Hmong refugees into this country 50 years ago. Today marks the 45th annual Hmong New Year celebrations, and it is indeed a big milestone. Another major milestone is that this year marks our 50th year as Americans. Neng Xiong xia lo cái ông mong đi cả tàu chính cho xio nhà của chính nó nên quân đây liền. I'm glad you're happy. 50 years is indeed a huge milestone. In the last 5 decades, the Hmong have experienced rapid progress. Hmong children gained access to better health care and education here in the United States, opportunities that our parents lacked while living in the mountains of Laos or in the refugee camps. We have seen a remarkable rise in successful Hmong business owners and professionals police officers, teachers, judges, doctors, lawyers, elected officials, a level of growth that our elders did not even imagine living in the mountains of Laos. As we celebrated Thanksgiving and the upcoming Hmong New Year in the next 2 days, I want to thank our city, state, and federal leaders for your continued support of the Hmong community. Your involvement shows a commitment to welcoming Hmong families, immigrants, and preserving our culture for future generations. We also appreciate our Minnesota legislatures for including the Hmong New Year and the International Freedom Festival in the state budget, helping families stay connected to our heritage and our values. Thank you. 他还做一种特调，一种碰重要，一种不易找路做。被梦路下被跳了蛋，路诺要一路前进，vì被多路诺要被梦路下被跳，路古莫下要做不被路线 Minnesota， 到不了就去路上。但是被梦的多要做路地去美加，到是条路上了。被哪被就。 tàu mua cho mua chả bộ chú kế trả lúc đi như phê sau lấy cho tàu bê tô chú lúc đi theo bà mình tàu chỉ kêu sau nó bê mong tô cờ chú cờ kỳ cần đau cờ tờ chú lên tàu tù chú lô lử hay nè một lên một nụ rồng cờ lỡ xa hát sĩ từ một bọn nọ một chữ một dành lúc xí hở nó thọ vào châu cho ta cho nọ cho chữ chỉ hà mong là dành sự chỉ dầu mong nhớ rồi lúc đi theo đề cả bê mong giờ nghề lọ đi chỉ cho bê chê nà nô trù lúc xí hở nà nô trả lúc xí hở cẩn nho thì bê cả bê nhau mong còn cần đau cả tớ lì chú kế giờ nghề trù lùa mua và hổ sư lùa cú chơi kế cho cái lúc cùng hù như đại được mong family hai bên chỉ định mong họ hãy luôn lù của chồng chúng ta cho chồng thứ thông dư lử hãy đi bây giờ đi cho thơ cho mong cho nọ cho chữ vì tàu tru bên mong chạy đề tàu chỉ cho lưu sống lưu nó. As the President of the United Hmong family, I want to give great gratitude to our friends and families who have extended your hand and pulled them on from our darkest times. Nếu nói bên sau lệ mua, giáo tu chân thành chế, bên nhau lưu sinh Minnesota nó, phụ cho mong mua, làm lộ hạ lưu chú ý rộng, cho lưu bác tàu bên hải lệ mong. The extension of your hand has helped Hmong individuals thrive and be able to come back and assist other Hmong families, other individuals, and our whole communities prosper and really strengthen the Hmong community in Minnesota. Hmong immigrants have been shaping the United States communities for over 50 years. Kali Her's recent win as our mayor in 2026 is when she will hold office. It's not only because of her descendant as a Hmong, but her dedication and the value that as Hmong we are contributing to this city, this state. While past generations hoped to return home to Laos someday, today's generation focuses on strengthening families and building America as our home. Và bây giờ một cô sư tích thờ với cả nó, tên là tích sĩ khu dù lúc tích thờ. Hai nhà xa là tại bây giờ tôi cần giờ cần chê. Bây giờ trở ba, một ba, sĩ khu bên lúc tích thờ là chùa. Tại sĩ nó, bây tôi nhỏ, tàu chỉ thờ sống. Chú kế bỏ số khu tì. Rồi một thờ ba chế sĩ là tại bây giờ có đi sẵn xa với cả. Lúc tích thờ rồi giờ bây bằng bây chế. Tây nọ tây chữ khu lũ tây hải lì mong cho nên cho tù yên ba xa hạ tà tây giống vào bên lúc này bỏ tốt hình bị cảm dù rồi nhỏ bên một chỗ lên tàu tù khu nhà xa họ lử rồng 我好能做只 company 路，他只当为注入要路好保重了。Education has transformed our community from farming in Laos to thriving careers in Minnesota over the past 50 years, with many Hmong business leaders and professionals emerging. As we celebrate this milestone and look to a new year, it is important we continue to embrace the opportunities that has helped many Hmong families escape poverty. Ví dụ kể cả bên mong cho nên tạo từ cha lên ví dụ kể giờ này giờ này sống xa tờ tua dụ kể cả trần trần kể hình cho biết hải này mong. As we embrace one another and welcome a new year as Hmong Americans with our friends and neighbors, I want to thank all of our distinguished guests, our sponsors, our vendors. Your presence today and your support to this event holds magnitudes beyond what you know, as you are helping to sustain a tradition among tradition, strengthen families and communities, and mostly, as you support these types of celebrations, you're helping to recognize the contributions of many immigrant families in the state of Minnesota that is the fabric of this great state and this nation. Như lên đó có châu đi trong lãnh sĩ của tên đi cha, đi trong thời gian sau bên số tu, mình sẽ kể thơ bên lớp công vụ, thơ bên chỉ đi mong, chỉ tàn chỉ cờ. Là nó bây giờ từ bất hành sở kể đến bên lớp công vụ, ổ mình sẽ bên châu, cũng cha sát tại bên tô nô nô, mình dùng một thơ một sai, bây giờ tôi làm sai lộ, nhớ rồi sang vụ. Mình dùng nhau từ bên sai, bây giờ nào có rô tôi xí xệ. Bây lúc công vụ, cha sát là tàu chính cho lưới xẻo nó, một tên nào bên gì, lúc khu tu lô tên bên tu bên nhỏ, khu chân khả, bên sau lại một tên tu chân chạy chế, bây giờ lên đó, xong nó bên sau lại sĩ tử, giờ nào cả bố tàu là mồ, thua tàu, bố sang khá này là bố tu, bố cái bên tu bên nhỏ chú kế giờ nhẹ, chú kế rong, bố khu lù lên nhà, cả sát bà bên chế này mong. Happy birthday của chị Nhi Mông.
Hai đứa cho đấy là quan thàn mì giờ, hai đứa số tế cho nó quan thàn mì nữa giờ, cho nó đến đây khá là cô ở trên chậm là, lúc nào bây giờ là cái tàu của chị trí, cho lúc xe bây giờ cho nó nói giờ. Giờ thì thực sự là đây là một giờ với là mua có thu keynote speaker, đó là hai người sơ xia, trở về lúc chia bây giờ cho tụi nó những cái đồ khổ cho sinh cho về số lượng sự tự, chỉ chính chấp lời cho về hải mông giờ. Born in Laos and arriving as a young refugee, she worked hard and a great advocate for the Hmong community, not just the Hmong community, but the community that we all live in. As a former state representative for District 64A, today as the new mayor-elect of St. Paul and the first Hmong woman to hold that honor, Gauli continues to lead with warmth, compassion, and a vision for unity and progress.
Cho nên thì mà có số mình là mấy phương tiện là dành toàn về từ thân chân đỏ cho mấy lưỡi dọn nó là cái này là bên tàu quân tàu chi cho show lại mấy phụ tàu tại bên cho cái lấy một trận lại bên giờ mình thấu bên tuần trước bên giờ tôi là mình cho nên chân gì tại bên trong đó tỏ sự này nó bên hoặc là nó quân nó quân chuyển từ xuân từ hà em thằng mấy chúng ta một tiền á cho nó có được một tiền dành tàu bên từ bên lại ta ngờ đi học nó dễ
Neng Xiong, ooh, that's loud. Ooh, Shakye, and the Bedouin Joseph Panla, what the mayor elect Joy Opang, Nico Chow, no good, no, looking into Mantichi, what you swear, what the next mayor is St. Paul. Jean Chat, what happened, which made no, what the kingdom, the Shima, was out dying programming, and they had they, which is a hand and all the Shima, was out who have Neng Xiong Chat, or Tony Soto, Xiong Neng Xiong, của một đại dạng của dòng xã hiện vấn đề của biết của xã introduce của tôi bây giờ là của chị nó có sẽ công hơn or also as the representative, I'm a council member Nelson Yang, the reason why I thought it was very important to have Councilmember Yang with me today was that, you know, I think how to get on politics, and that in an environment in which it is difficult to have political courage, that Councilmember Yang was one of the few people who was willing to say that we needed change. And that doesn't mean that we are unhappy or have a falling out with the incumbents or the people who are around us. But it's that when we see that we can do better and that there are people who can bring new ideas to the table, that we have the political courage to stand up with them. And so I want to raise gratitude for Councilmember Yang for doing that for me and being able to stand up in front of the city, our capital city, and saying that she would stand behind me in this work. And so thank you so much, Councilmember Yang. But I think that is what makes our Hmong people really special. The big Hmong, the big I would say is the most courageous group of people that I've ever met. That even when against all odds we are asked to stand up, that we do. When we think about when the Americans came to us and asked for us to fight in this war with them, we had no guarantees of what would be the outcome for us. No one told us that, you know, the strategy of our potential possibility of winning. But we knew that as Hmong people who had left China and did not want to assimilate and be a part of that, that freedom and democracy and being able to choose to live the lives that we want for ourselves and our families is at the core of who we are as Hmong people. And even though we had never really understood those words that America very often carried with them and leads us in this country, we knew what it felt like to not have liberty, to not have justice, to live in a country in which we could not own land, to not have any records of us. And, you know, when I was explaining to someone that had I stayed in Laos, I didn't have a birth certificate when I was born. And so, and we didn't have a written language back in the old country. So if that, when I was done, and, you know, if we, when we were young, that there would be no record of my existence. And I think that as a people to understand the importance of having us recorded, that the contributions that we make, the ability to live a kind of life in which that what we do matters, that have been erased in all countries that we have been in, and to be continually oppressed and asked to assimilate and to give up our own identity who we are. That when America offered us the opportunity to be able to fight for freedom and liberty and justice, to have something that might belong to us, that our ancestors, my grandfather, who was a colonel in the Secret War, that they are the ones that stood up and said that this was an important thing for us to fight for, and so they did. And so as I stand before all of you, it is not because of me as Ngomri Bang Ho or as the next mayor of the city of St. Paul. I stand as the daughter, as the granddaughter of my ancestors who fought for us to be here. And it is their sacrifice that brought us here. And I'll just leave you with one last word, and that for us to make sure we carry that with us in all that we do. And in this last word, I shared this story at another event. When people look at my logo and our lit pieces, they often see that as like, you know, young people tell me that it was cool and it was really like, it was very hip and it was very Mandani-esque. But the truth is that we were inspired by change. But if you look really closely at my logo
And at the lit pieces that we sent out, the border is a bit like Hmong that my grandmother was able to and then because things didn't study but she gave me two because I always believe that because my grandmother liked me the most. We had the key and that it was that her baby carrier that she gave me. If you look at the top of the baby carrier, the border of that is the border of all of my literature. And even in the name of my name offset in what looks like just shadows, it's actually, even if you look at like one of the Hmong outfits, but the borders of the Hanyanga, it has different colors lining itself. And why did that matter to me? It mattered to me because I wasn't just running a race. I looked at all of the women that came before me, who we asked as our men were fighting in the war, that it is our women that carried us, that carried our children. That there were stories of women, when I think about my friend Botapa Ravi's story about her mom taking the children and fleeing with them, that our men were fighting, so the women had to carry all of the children and bring them forward. And when I think about the strength of our mothers, where their stories are never told, and so when I think about the race that I was running, I think about the fact that I heard that our city was struggling, that St. Paul wasn't doing well, and that businesses couldn't open up their doors, and people who needed basic city services were not receiving them. And all I could think about was that it was my turn to take the Hanyanga, the baby carrier, and to strap all of our residents that were needing help, that were needing something better, and to put them on my back and to bring them forward with me. And so I want us all to remember, as I think about the 50 years that we've been here, that it is our turn now to carry everyone else for these next 50 years. That it is your turn to find your baby carrier and see who needs you to carry them. Because that is the strength of who we are as young people, that we never leave anybody behind. And that that is the strength of Hmong people. And so we should never forget that at the heart of who we are, our successes came because of that. That none of us went to school without our grandmothers and our mothers feeding us and taking care of us, while our fathers were working multiple jobs in order to keep food on the table. That it is the entire family, that when people didn't have homes, that we all would live together, multi-generational households, until we could make it, until we could get the next person. It was when businesses, no one would give us loans. What did we do? We all came together and created co-ops before there was a such thing, before we knew there was a word like that. And we carried each other. And so remember to look around you and carry those people with you. And I would say one more last thing before, because I think that oftentimes elected officials, like doctors, lawyers, or engineers, we're always the one that get recognition. But the truth is that there's so many people in fields that never get recognized. Whether you are in education, or you are in the sciences, or you are in a sports field. Like Shanisa Lee is our pride and joy. But we have people who are golfers, who are pro golfers. We have people who are playing pro soccer. We have people who have achieved in fields that we can't even think about. We have a Hmong woman who works at NASA. There's just so much that we have done. And for us not to forget all of our artists and all of our storytellers and all of our writers. But those people are just as important, not just those of us who earn leadership roles because we run elections that are very visible. And the reason why this is important for me is I don't think that, like, when I look at my own siblings, I have two sisters who were some of the first engineers in this country. One of my sisters was probably one of the first Hmong women to get her master's degree in engineering at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. And that same year, she had a friend who happened to be Hmong as well. They were the first two Hmong people to graduate their master's of engineering from the University of Wisconsin-Madison. And it was very interesting because one of my cousins now is a PhD at Madison, and he was studying Hmong women in STEM. And he didn't know that some of the first women who achieved these degrees were in his own family. And so I want us to remember to take all of these people and their stories stories with us, and that as we celebrate 50 years, that we think about who might be missing from the table, because it is our responsibility to lift up all of these stories, because Hmong advancement is not just because of those of us who get seen every day, but it is because of all of those unseen people who are holding positions in corporations, in education, in arts, and in culture that continue to keep all the parts of our story alive. And so thank you so much for letting me be a part of this today. Thank you for giving me the honor of having been the state elected official for the last 7 years, but also supporting me in this next step in becoming the next mayor of the city of St. Paul. Thank you.
以上只有我在兩位度美人嘅高啲香油。
Cho nên thì我là总经当地诺也故要我一头个也对生产者故多sai被ha thời gian của trận này cũng bao vì là cũng nhớ trong lúc cộng cùng nó đây là hai故要mong cái còn này cái giờ sinh sản nó故多bằng bê tôi sai bê tapi cái mong nó lưu cho nó bên trong nó một đây chuyện gì một nhà. At this time, I would like to welcome Senator Eric Pratt. Eric Pratt, Prior Lakes. District 54. So Eric, if you're still here with us, I'll give you the floor. And cho nên cái gì à, mấy một lần một tiếng à, bên mua những từ senator, thì nhớ trong Prior Lakes, nó Eric Pratt, nó đúng tôi sẽ về, là bây giờ mong nó đúng kỳ một trận thế, nhớ trong xây mình số là mấy một lần một tiếng dạy tổ qua trong thời gian bao nhiêu.
Neng Xiong. Oh, thank you. You're so kind. I have a Minnesota accent. My name is Eric Pratt, and I represent Senate District 54, which is Scott County. The communities of Prior Lake, Shakopee, and Jordan. I'm joined by a couple of my colleagues. I'm up here because Speaker Lisa Davis couldn't make it today. She had a family commitment, and we Senator Mark Grant was here earlier, and he had to take off. Let me allow my colleagues to introduce themselves.
Hello, folks. My name is Keith Allen. I'm a representative from 19A. It is a little slice of heaven south of the Twin Cities here. Very rural community representing Faribault, Kenyon Winnebago, and I am a farmer.
Good afternoon. I'm Representative Wayne Johnson. I'm in District 41A, which is Cottage Grove, Lake Elmo. Very proud to be here today to celebrate this wonderful year with you. Thank you.
So it's truly an honor to be with you here today, representing the House and Senate Republican caucuses. I am the senior legislative member of the Council of Asian and Pacific Minnesotans. And really, I just want to say what a great way to celebrate the new year. To be here for the 45th annual Hmong New Year celebration. And it's so important because it reminds us that this is about your traditions of resilience, family, and faith. The Hmong people have endured hardship. Your relatives, and some of you served with Americans in the Southeast Asian War. Do we have any veterans here today from the Southeast Asian War? Please stand because I'd like to have you recognize them and honor them.
with determination and courage. Your contributions, your entrepreneurship, education has so contributed to Minnesota and the United States. You know, as Republicans, we share your values of being able to raise your family and the freedom to celebrate your traditions and your heritage in the ways that you do. And so, I just want to say thank you for allowing me a few minutes to speak today. Thank you for sharing your culture and your festival with us, and we hope you all have a happy New Year. We appreciate you.
Giờ lần nữa giờ thảo niên cháu điều hành gì đi trong gì trong Air Senator Air Pragya.
Cho nên chính sĩ nào là sau lúc trong cơ chế chúng ta bên mua ai ăn lên á bên mua ai ăn lên cái ý ăn lên lơ ăn lên nó xí hoặc là họ cho bên xuân là nhà họ tin là gì mình họ nhà họ tôi xin là gì mình họ nữa cho cái nhà người quan trọng rồi em ít bốn chỉ giờ em quan phép đi bộ đi sẽ tới đây nhận lấy cái trong bên xuân là họ hai họ cho nên nhớ là mình cho cho bên mua chế hoặc là họ cho bên xuân là chuẩn bị họ nữa. Next up, we mentioned a little bit. Particularly, we are so thankful for our sponsors. Blue Cross Blue Shields of Minnesota has been a partner with us for so many years, and we want to thank them. Particularly every year we called, and they have always responded. They have always given to us. They have looked upon the community as though we're part of their family extension as well. So this time, we would like to invite our next guest speaker, Bugara Haynes, which is the Vice President and Chief Community Health Officer for Blue Cross Blue Shield of Minnesota. So then I can see how many people like have to go have what they don't share在打着 Blue Cross Blue Shield Minnesota no. 波波人伊都公布，佢波路比較冇咁講咧，下邊我哋做嘢咯，波因巴邊講咧，路線咯，我做我啦，做嘢咯下咯，波個係咁樣，他們說咧，我哋在打些呀。
Good afternoon, Bugara Haynes, Vice President and Chief Community Health Officer for Blue Cross Blue Shield of Minnesota. I first want to thank the United Hmong family for organizing such an incredible event. Their commitment to preserving cultural identity through intergenerational collaboration, positively representing the Hmong community, and celebrating the roots of their unique culture is humbling to be a part of. And I am grateful to be part of the chorus of those in attendance today to bear witness to that power and resilience. Happy New Year to everyone gathered here today. It is a joy and an honor to celebrate this special occasion with you. And it is only appropriate to be here in the city of St. Paul, which is home to nearly half the 72,000 Hmong of the Hmong diaspora of Minnesota, making it the largest urban concentration of Hmong people in the world. Our Hmong community has helped St. Paul to grow, to evolve, to thrive in new and unprecedented ways. Hmong New Year is more than just a change of the calendar. It is a time to honor heritage, our ancestors, and the traditions that keep our community strong. I am honored to be a part of that celebration, both personally and as a representative of Blue Cross Blue Shield of Minnesota. As we step into that new year, we wish every family health, wealth, and happiness. Lots of wealth, health, and happiness. May your homes be filled with joy. May your work bring prosperity. Your community community comfort, and may your heart be full of peace. Let us continue to support one another, lifting each other up in times of challenge, and collectively rejoicing together in times of success. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Minnesota is committed to providing help for Minnesota and all of its communities. We are local, we are engaged, we meet our members where they are, we make our programs accessible, we have mobile solutions, local teams, and projects based within the community to foster member engagement, improvements in preventative care, and outlets for dialogue. We are a non-profit health plan. We believe everyone deserves access to affordable, high-quality health care so they can live their healthiest life. The best way we can support this is by operating as a nonprofit company and prioritizing our members and the communities we serve, and understand that we have a duty as an organization to challenge barriers, amplify voices, and advocate for health for communities across Minnesota. Therefore, we know it is vital to listen actively to the experience of those most affected by the barriers to health and elevate their insights as core to health improvement efforts. Blue Cross has a long history of partnering with strong non-community organizations and leaders on issues such as healthy eating, commercial tobacco cessation, and policy advocacy, including narrative change. For Blue Cross, partnerships are core to the work we do, as we know that it is through partnerships with community, side by side with community, that we co-design initiatives that address the root causes of poor health outcomes and promote environments conducive to health. We are honored to stand beside Hmong leaders like Mayor-elect Cowley Her, the first female and the first Hmong mayor of St. Paul. Her journey to the mayoral office demonstrates her commitment to hard work, her vast knowledge and experience in both the private and public sectors, the community, and her desire to forge ahead and lead St. Paul to a bright and prosperous future. Mayor-elect Her is the embodiment of the motto, the commitment really, to listen in community, and that community knows best. The guidance, leadership, and knowledge that comes from Minnesota's communities is what makes them stronger and more successful, and then in turn makes us a more vibrant state. Blue Cross is excited to continue to serve as a resource and a partner as she transitions into her new office. And in closing, as we mark the 50th anniversary of the Hmong diaspora in Minnesota, I again wish everyone a happy Hmong New Year filled with good health. And thank you for being here to commemorate the power, the persistence, the brilliance, and the resilience of the Hmong community. Thank you.
Hai lục thọ lấy Blue Cross đây thì phối tôi tổng Blue Cross một số tôi tại đây chúng tôi thì trong đó là những ý tưởng great sponsor hơn cả bên mong chùa lưu sống này giờ thì thực sự tại đây là một cái từ có chút xíu nhiều là hai từ. Giờ Dr. Li Xiong, he serves as the Vice President of Strategy and External Affairs at Keystone Community Services, where he leads key initiatives that strengthen community engagement, partnerships, and long-term organizational impact. He is also a professor of Hmong Studies at Concordia University, St. Paul, where he brings his deep expertise in Hmong history, culture, and leadership to his teaching and research. Dr. Xiong is widely respected for his dedication for advancing education, elevating community voices, and shaping meaningful pathways for future generations. So please help me welcome Dr. Li Xiong.
đồ mong mà bố chị rồi bị cả là bố chị cho để mua xí chờ đó để ra sáng này nha. All the guests, ladies and gentlemen, as well as elected officials, this year, the year of 2025, is an important milestone for the Hmong people. It marks 50 years since we lost our homeland to communism, and also 50 years since our journey out of Laos. First to the refugee camps in Thailand, and eventually to our new home here in Minnesota. As Sherman Powell once said, although we lost our country, if we had not, we would not be here today. This year is a time for us to reflect on how far we have come. Before the Hmong allied with the United States as part of the secret war of Laos, schools in rural areas were almost non-existent. Most of the places where one could obtain a formal education were Buddhist temples. But because the Hmong were not Buddhists, access to these schools was extremely limited. As a result, in 1939, only 9 Hmong students were enrolled in formal schooling. After 1960, however, many schools were built by German Powell and USAID in villages throughout northern Laos. Most students began enrolling as German Powell sent soldiers to more than 120 villages to teach. However, in 1971, approximately 340 Hmong students were enrolled in private and public schools in Vientiane. Eventually, 37 Hmong students went on to attend college and universities in the United States, France, Australia, the Soviet Union, and other Western countries. In 1967, Dr. Lota Nukai became the first Hmong to earn a doctorate of dental surgery degrees from the University of Phnom Penh in Cambodia. And in 1968, he also helped establish the first medical school in Vientiane and became the first professor of Hmong descent there. Later in 1972, Dr. Yang Dao earned his PhD in social science from the University of Paris. Fast forward to today, according to the 2020 U.S. Census and related educational data, more than 330,000 Hmong resides in the United States, with 103,000 living in Minnesota. Nationally, among Hmong Americans aged 25 and older, about 47% have earned a high school diploma. 22%, or 72,000, have completed bachelor's degrees. 4.3% have earned a master's degree. 26% hold a professional degrees, and 0.6% have earned a doctorate degree. In other words, 1,091 individuals have earned a degree with a D behind it, MD, JDs, and PhDs. When compared to the broader API community, we have much work to do. For example, while 52.2% of Asian Americans hold a bachelor's degree or higher, the rate for Hmong Americans is only about 22%. But as I said earlier, we have much to celebrate. Here in Minnesota, we have 6 Hmong principals and six principals in St. Paul, also across the Twin Cities. We also have 6 principals and superintendent of Hmong descent. In higher education, we have 18 Hmong professionals teaching subjects ranging from history to language at various colleges and universities. And we are proud to have Dr. Boku Young serving as the interim chair of Normandale College, and Dr. Michael Han as the first founding chair and dean of the Morrison Family College of Health at the University of St. Thomas, and Professor Bima Moa as the director of the Hmong Language Program at the U of M, and certainly the Center for Hmong Studies is the only one in the world anchored for the university. When my family moved to Minnesota in 1979, there were no Hmong principals and only a handful of Hmong teachers. Today, We see Hmong leaders guiding schools, teaching in colleges, and shaping the future of our community, not only accomplishment in education, but we also have people that are accomplished in politics. We have 9 Hmong legislators, as you just heard. We have 1 mayor of Hmong descent, and we have council members and commissioners, as well as 4 judges in Minnesota. We also have over 9,000 Hmong businesses in Minnesota, paying over $300 million in taxes to the state, and with a buying power of over $2 billion. From humble beginning to remarkable achievement, the Hmong American community has proven that with resiliency, dedication, and education, nothing is impossible. As we celebrate the 2025 Hmong New Year, let us honor our past, embrace the progress we've made, and continue building a brighter future for the next generations of Hmong leaders. Together we rise, and thank you and Happy New Year. We are Hmong Xiong. Or the Kalai Pagan of Ruban, they won't take a dog at the young Minnesota, and the American. Being poor than Tao Xiong. It's time for Benjo Chua, Benjo One Chua to Hmong of Gandalse. Vì ở đây cho trên cả nhân vật tế mà chỉ ở các sản bao kỹ cỡ về bọn tầm vạn khu sản sư ở vật thân cổ sư. Nó chỉ tỏ khá nó tỏ khá người sống đi sơ một trò chỗ đó là mong để con văn bỏ hai yếu xe cũng chỉ trang tông đó chỉ cả đó về mong trên mong cho ha chỉ thằng nó cũng văn bỏ cũng cho ha bao đủ mong bông tạo blog này là ha một kỹ cỡ mong pha cho trên cả đó là pha với cả mong. Xuống đi xa cho bây giờ cho nghĩ là bây giờ một bé của lâu thủ mong cần đỡ cho nó cảm bị chẳng sư ta sẽ nói có một sự bên chẳng mong trong đi trong cho cái đó là đỡ tăng này họ bây giờ một bé cho sang thủ mong cái mong cần cái cần tốt cần đỡ thế xa cho người tu tế chẳng sư vì đến đỡ trong ý ta cho một tờ bị sang cho từ lâu ta được khai lý sau này tôi thơ thủ mong người ta ta trở đồng phụ nã cho nên phải làm bèn trong sáng cho họ là sang một lần thì dân đào tăng PhD Harry được một đầu tiên nhập lò đúng rồi bên môn nhau với chuẩn bị cả bên của bên chồng phản linh ở bên của bên là ít của hát bên phản linh tụ với nhau Minnesota nó sư nên nó bên chồng môn bên môn xa cơ là nó trên xa phải cô là bên chồng môn có cần ở high school ta nên có mà xem là bên chồng môn phải cô là cô cần tăng trong bachelor degree cho nó giờ sang chỗ họ phản tụ môn nè the 4.8% của cả ta master degree, the one that top percent whole professional, 0.2% whole doctor degree. Thì nhau cho bị cả sĩ bây giờ muốn cả tôi cho cứ có hàng doctor degree này giờ ý hạ hai chuột cho ý lên. Có là sự chỉ cho trong sự việc một lấy vào nó là hàng. Vậy nên họ những món bị nó bé hát để hai cái này thì bị chỉ món thế nó chỉ muốn sản là thâu cái bé tôi cho bị cả nó với chúng ta bị nó tôi này tôi cho bị cả này tôi PhD chứ rồi bị một trong tôi là vậy là họ bị một trong tôi cho cái principal ya hoặc cho cái principal cho trên cả đó nhưng mà mình sau đó là cái một trâu tu nhưng mà mình sẽ bỏ ra nhưng mà nhà bị một cái tu mà cho the school là biết một trâu cho principal giờ mong tăng cho là vậy còn lúc khác đâu là bên mong bây giờ tôi dùng nó tôi chỉ cho trong có một hiện tại xa rồi vậy là họ chỉ cho họ thế là sẽ bây giờ mình dùng bằng tiếng hát sáng hát vào số và cả tiếng ở đây nó tôi sẽ vẫn thế này nhưng mà xem vào cái school này nhiều mong bây giờ nhớ tôi bảo vì em phải sẽ sẽ thế này có nhiều mong là tôi có là tôi chỉ cho trong nó biết tôi xài tôi ý tôi mày rồi đi trong mình nhưng mà xem bỏ nó thì nhiều mong là thì cái sai mong kể được cái mong bây giờ cho sao này cơ thì họ nói những khó người ta cho luôn chơi nó ta trong chat ở đây nó rồi cho sao cả có cả là tình nhau tích hợp của credential society đi cho phải qua cái cho họ là hiện tại ở đây nó dùng đi qua có bachelor degree này là họ những cái yếu tố thì chút cái chọn nhẹ cho đây là chút cái có cả quý một trái cái đó là sự thì là họ lại hàng chục sang luôn thì nó tôi lúc đấy rồi cho xa bỏ xa ha sau cái video cái đó cả là ha thì cho lâu là đầu đi cho sang một cái hai ở đây nó cái gì mà phạm vi sang là gì đó thì là một trong đó cái
chế cú châu cái gọi là bên phố vợ cái gọi là ha còn nói a testimony of how fast and how courageous we are as a Hmong community, a small community, but yet we pride ourselves on our education and making sure that our kids get the best education that they got. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thì thậm chí tại đây là bây giờ bây ý tôi sponsor, còn sớm bà bây không thực sự lui sống. Luôn trong hai bên khảo đi giờ luôn trong ngoài là sớm bà bây không, là luôn sẽ bây giờ thực sự lui sống thì lời yêu luôn sẽ luôn chỉ lời yêu bà bây không thực sự sống. Cái thậm chí tại đây là bây giờ bây không ở tu hồi trước sinh tôi hai bên khảo đi tôi, rồi là thảo bây giờ luôn sau xe rồi bây giờ sẽ bây giờ sống nó. Danny Lee, who served as Legal Administrator for Outreach and Support Department of Hennepin County, where he leads efforts to strengthen community connections, expand services, and ensure residents receive the support they need. Tôi曾经的老母，我也被做 Hennepin County Commissioner，我要 Heather Adelson。也有Commissioner who very dedicated to advancing policies that support public safety, mental health services, housing stability, and strong community partnerships. Commissioner Adelson is recognized for her leadership, forward-thinking approach, and commitment to improving the well-being of all residents in Hennepin County. 因为在考虑学的陆生活这一道在我们到监理地铁 Heather Adelson 样。
Happy New Year, everyone. My name is Heather Adelson. I'm the Hennepin County Commissioner for District 6. Raise of hands, anybody that lives in Hennepin County? Raise a hand. There's some people here. It's an honor to join you for the Minnesota Hmong New Year celebration and to mark 50 years strong with the Hmong American community. This milestone reflects remarkable resilience, cultural pride, and leadership that have strengthened Minnesota for decades. As a Hennepin County Commissioner, I'm grateful for the many ways the Hmong families, elders, young people enrich the community through service, entrepreneurship, and the arts with a dedication to culture and family. Hmong New Year is a celebration of renewal and hope. This event is such an inspiration. Tens of thousands, I've heard 30,000 people in the next 2 days will attend this event today. I want to thank the organizers. I've met one of them. Very impressive event. On behalf of Hennepin County, I'm so proud that we were able to sponsor this today. And I want to thank my colleagues, you and Danny, for making sure that Hennepin County is a sponsor, and I hope that we will continue to be for years to come. And now I'll pass it to my colleague Danny.
nhớ trong sông chia thao thời cho cho điện cho gì đó một bên ngõ trên cho mình chuẩn nữa để nó bây giờ Danny Lee we are the senior administrator of the Hennepin County and so we are a proud sponsor of the new year and as long as me and you are here and Commissioner Adelson are here we will sponsor every year and so thank you so much. This year marks the 50th year of our Hmong resettlement in the United States. And Neng Xiong bây giờ Hmong là thủ bên trong kia bây giờ tao share from trong sự Hmong là bên trong trời. And look at us now, okay? And so, this is a recognition of our resilience, our cultural tradition that we preserve. Again, cho tôi biết cho veteran đến biết cho điện cho gì. So lý nó thì của xã điện trở thì bé hãy mong trên một nhà bé dùng trên một nhà bé mong một nhà rồi thì bé dùng trên xem một nhà là bé cái chỉ thôi để bé dùng mong để dùng cho nó dùng nhà để dùng mong chỉ cho trăm mùa and so I'm proud to be Hmong so dùng xem này so happy new year talking to you
现在就只有那美术人物的，我叫做 Helen。Okay, jadi美术人我的一下做 Hennepin County， Hennepin County 不是的北的要不然是 county 那个有个，但是嘛那个路 Hennepin County 路比较冇咁高呢，路比较冇咁高了哈，有人呢 ，you know I'm a little shameful that Ramsey County hasn't done anything much, right? No, they have done so much for us already. But you know we're so thankful for Hennepin County for stepping up as well. Every year we call out and they've been able to respond. So thank you so much. We're gonna switch gear a little bit. We're gonna switch gear a little bit before we go to our Ramsey County Commissioner. We're gonna have perhaps Neng Xiong and J.Y. Yang first, if they're able to. So cho nên chân siêu bé mốt bảo vệ ai của đây cứ là bên từ Ramsey County Commissioner nó là hà lục cho bé cho nên là lúc xưa nó bé vô họ của Neng Xiong ha họ là J.Y. Yang thủ yếu họ là hà mỗi ý chân cầu cho bé nữa cái
Rằng rồi người yêu nó nó còn bên để tạo tiền nó yếu. Tại sao đây chúng tôi tiền đối cho tôi lý trong tiền chỉ hóa ya yếu.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Neng Xiong and J.Y. Yang.
Hello? Hi, nhớ xong rồi. Nhớ xong rồi. Xong xếp không bỏ nét nữa.
You guys like that? I hope you guys do because you know they got great powerful voice. Thank you so much. Mình không làm bên trong quốc tế ra, quốc trợ cho đi ha, gì quay tôi xem. Ok, giờ này nhận diện là bên trong một nửa, bên trong ai được sẽ ổn định,有một trong trong nó. But your artists nowadays, their voice is so powerful. It's tremendous in terms of the ability that they have, the talent that they have. So I just want to thank particularly all those young talents out there, and I know there's a lot of you guys out there out here today. I hope that you guys will take some of these and hopefully you guys will be able to project the way that you do it someday, and hopefully in the near term here, you guys come back and perform here for everybody else as well too. So again, thank you for all artists. And so this is something that I can see Ramsey County Commissioner Neng Xiong you know popular to Japan and that name but you know share the one to the ở trên này cũng giờ ít tụi tôi này kiểu là bên nhau rồi bên Ramsey County nó giờ ta thấy tụi giờ ít tụi một mong là ít tụi bên xài là bên tụi ngọc tụi một mong nhau phụ cho bên Ramsey County nó giờ có tao cái commissioner cho nó giờ lên mai cho giờ ta mấy số là bắt đầu thì họ mấy số là quốc tế giải tỏa mà cho nó sẽ trả.
Delegation to our state legislature come and join me, please. Có chơi cho nó từ Ramsey County thì lâu cho trầm tư cho the state của em.
Thảo biết suốt là một tình tại tàu qua hai xe giờ với nó lại cái mê cho bộ trong tàu sự lại thảo biết suốt là một tình hai xe.
Organization ở trong cái lúc xí khởi non trong cuộc là ở bên lò đủ the Ramsey County law chỉ ta đi tới cuộc chơi bên cho delegation hay cho nó chữ nó cái represent Ramsey County thì là cùng của giấy tiền đến từ county nó chỉ phải tao bên tao cho state leaders cho state legislators bản thân cả bên thì mà nó có thể tao bên cho tên đường. Hello and good morning, everyone, or good afternoon. I'm Neng Xiong, Ramsey County Commissioner. I have the privilege and honor of representing District 6, much of the east side of the Ramsey County Board of Commissioners. I've invited our state legislators and friends and partners who support Ramsey County on stage here too, because at the county level, at the local level, we rely so much on the deep partnership and support of our state partners to help us. And also with many of their help and support, they have been able to help us at the county so much, including granting the county nó chỉ biết toàn the state ba bây giờ trong nó cũng trong xe thế mua xe thế này thì trong nó bây cũng trong tàu một họ thế tàu thì ba tầng thì bây establish tàu economic development authority lúc tới khi họ nuôi rồi mỗi nhà xe bây giờ tới phải tàu trâu cho lên luôn thì tới chỉ những cái khỏi trong hình cái lo chạy tàu thì cho nên nó thế này tới thế quan trọng thì tao nó chỉ là một thứ gì thì sinh ra của những người tự nghiệp chế thì của những chuyện đó thì mong đã chỉ có thể những tàu lội thành mong trong chia chặt là I'm just so proud to be Hmong, celebrating 50 years of hard work here in the United States. And we are our ancestors' wildest dreams. We are our ancestors' wildest dreams, meaning our ancestors could never have imagined that we would be here in the land of freedom, prosperity, and democracy. And each and every single day, that gets threatened. So, we will not fall back. We will not retreat. And we will keep on fighting because our ancestors did not lose their lives for us to fall back. Am I right? With that said, I would like to have our board, Batani from the United Hmong Family Inc. and your board to come join us up here on stage so that I may present a proclamation. In the idea, to MC Highland, we have always been partners in so many ways through our staff who are doing community outreach and deep partnerships with the organization here. So I would like to take this time and honor the great work of the United Hmong Family Inc. Thank you, Batani. So, before I present the proclamation, I would just like to give an opportunity to our state legislators to share who they are and which district they represent, just so you all know who they are as well. They've been here with us all morning as well. So I will start over here.
I'm not a legislator, but I am in the executive branch, a member of the Met Council. Chai Lee.
Good afternoon, Happy New Year. I'm Anna Hamid Speaker. I'm the new senator, District 47, which is South Maplewood and Newberry.
Good afternoon, Happy New Year. My name is Peter Fisher. I represent the communities of Little Canada and the northern part of Maplewood.
Happy New Year. Representative Leslie Kushige, Beisha, Eastside, a Kong,
Good afternoon and Happy New Year. My name is Erin Murphy. I'm the proud Senate Majority Leader and representative district in St. Paul. Thank you. Neng Xiong, we are previous state representative Gong Hee and Mayor-elect St. Paul.
Thank you so much for joining me on stage. I will present this proclamation, and I also have Commissioner Garrison McMurtry from the Ramsey County Board, who will be joining us on stage here as well. Please come on out, Commissioner. As we are waiting for him, I would just like to say trong lỗ nào là trong chết ở tua của thọ thì sao cậu bên hông cả chi xí lú mù thì cậu chỉ có một món hoang cái cậu bên tàu ra bên chơi ăn chỉ lò cậu tàu đi tới nè we want to Commissioner McMurtry that you will introduce to the king here you will read a proclamation based on the Ramsey County Board on show the Dolu Gong Hao.
Thank you, Commissioner Zhang. I'm Garrison McMurtry, County Commissioner for District 3, and honored to present the proclamation for today. Whereas 2025 marks the 50th anniversary of the Hmong migration to the United States following displacement from Laos and Southeast Asia, a journey defined by sacrifice, courage, and a steadfast commitment to rebuild life, family, and community. And whereas Ramsey County is proud to be home to one of the largest Hmong American communities in the nation, whose cultural, economic, civic, and social contributions continue to strengthen the fabric of the county, state, and country. And whereas the United Hmong family has for decades served as a cornerstone institution that preserves Hmong heritage, uplifts families, develops youth, and nurtures intergenerational leadership across Minnesota and the broader Hmong diaspora. And whereas United Hmong Family flagship celebration, the Minnesota Hmong New Year, stands as a powerful expression of cultural pride and unity, bringing tens of thousands together into Ramsey County each year to honor Hmong heritage, history, tradition, and achievement. And whereas for 50 years, the Hmong community has remembered its past, rebuilt its future, and revitalized its cultural and civic life in the United States, to which the Hmong New Year serves as a living testament to its resilience by showcasing cultural, arts, and storytelling that pass on cultural identity to generations. Whereas United Hmong Family continues to support Ramsey County's local economy by providing opportunities for small businesses, family vendors, and emerging enterprises to grow, innovate, and share their work with a global audience. And whereas the Minnesota Hmong New Year also serves as an essential civic and resource hub connecting community members with nonprofits, social service organizations, health programs, and public agencies that support education, health, safety, and economic stability. And whereas the leadership of the United Hmong Family continues to strengthen community partnerships, deepen civic engagement, and advance pathways for youth to participate in public life, ensuring the next 50 years of Hmong American history are defined by opportunity, equity, and shared prosperity. And now, therefore, be it proclaimed, the Ramsey County Board of Commissioners hereby recognizes the 50th anniversary of the Hmong migration to the United States and honors the United Hmong family for its continued leadership and contributions to cultural preservation, economic vitality, and community empowerment throughout Ramsey County. Thank you all so much.
The Ramsey County Commissioner 埋重重要，他哋说过第一种是要埋重要。
cho nên chân siêu là chân thay cho chân chơi lưu cho show stage nó là sống thà thì nó là how much what là especially all those like I said all those young inspired politicians or perhaps young adults that would like to seek office how much what là một tờ là bây giờ nó để một bên sự của cha là để có một trong là bây giờ chân này dân gì nó cũng bên ngoài và video from bên to U.S. Senator Amy Klobuchar nó nhận được video nó là cái đồ công tàu bên ta để xem video đó nó là sao bên trong cái chủ nhà trong cái bên trong Twin Cities nó ha giờ đó nó là từ đó mà bên của cái screen nó thì giờ bên tàu và video nó thì mua bên trong đó
Hello to everyone gathered to celebrate Hmong New Year. I'm sorry I can't be there with you in person tonight. I love the event, but I did want to just say a few words and share with you Happy New Year. Neng Xiong. This is one of the proudest celebrations that we have in our community. I always think about the vibrant colors, the dancing. It's a beautiful display of your heritage and inspired by how the Hmong community comes together and warmly welcomes all who want to join. Our Hmong community, the biggest urban Hmong community in the entire world. This celebration is more than just a celebration of the New Year. It's also a chance to step back and think about the difference you've made in our state. 50 years ago, your families left behind homes, loved ones, and everyone familiar to come to the U.S. after the Secret War loss. Many of you or your parents and your grandparents arrived with little more than hope, and we are so glad you chose to make Minnesota home. You're doctors now, you're lawyers, teachers, small business owners, nurses. You've served our country in the military, our state and city government and state legislature. Just look at Holly Lee Herb, the mayor-elect of St. Paul. She will be the first Hmong American elected as St. Paul mayor and the first woman elected as St. Paul mayor. And we also thank Mayor Carter for his years of service to your community. This community has also made our state incredibly proud. I'll never forget being at the airport welcoming Suni Lee home with their gold medal, or the award-winning chefs that you've boasted all over the state. Every day we move us forward. What do we need to do going forward? Well, the first is to make sure to support your small businesses, just like everyone's small businesses that I believe are under assault right now because of these tariffs and some of the bad decisions that are being made. I'm going to stand up for you. I'm also working to make sure Hmong veterans are recognized. Those that put their lives on the line for America during the Vietnam War deserve the Congressional Gold Medal. We are a state in Minnesota with a proud tradition of making people feel welcome and standing up to ensure everyone receives the respect they deserve. I'm standing up for immigrants right now because immigrants don't diminish America, they are America. So as we celebrate Hmong New Year tonight and all your contributions, remember that Minnesota wouldn't be Minnesota and America wouldn't be America without each and every one of you. Have a great day today. Have some fun, do some dances, eat some great food. Neng Xiong.
Echana jazina orang noya US ada imi global sha shabat la kote kote chaya ne kusan kuch tada ne kusan ma video no to ho pe ya mo especially ya pe ya utu chate ha ta pe chon mo no ta pe chon mo no ta chon lu ku no la ha pe on ni chon. Thank you so much for aiming global.
甚至係你有冇入去威咗啲 speaker 咯？係，我俾我錄出寫做俾啲人，一個 special remark 做俾佢 check 俾做上落啲啊。And甚至係你有冇有 senator 甚至他嘅，你 represent Minnesota District 8-2, which includes Brooklyn Park, Brooklyn Center, and Osceola. She serves as vice chair of the Senate Capital Investment Committee and is a strong advocate for affordable housing, healthcare, economic opportunity, and equity for immigrants, communities, and communities of color. Senator Ha is also an active member of several legislative caucuses and advisory groups. In addition to her public services, she is a small business owner and a published author. Senator Susan Ha.
Happy New Year to our Hmong community here in Minnesota and throughout the United States. I'm Senator Susan Ha and I represent Senate District 38 with Representative Samantha Bain, who is also here today. We have the honor of serving Brooklyn Park, Brooklyn Center, and Osseo. And with me today, I have my husband. Many of you guys have already met him, Pa. I also have the honor of having one of my beloved sister, Boy, here with me. You better hold the mic. And then I have with us our Senate Majority Leader, Erin Murphy. And Senator Amanda Hennesinger, who is new to our Senate. Congratulations and welcome on board. I am honored to be here today to represent our MAP caucus on the Senate side with Senator Neng Xiong and Senator Song Ho. This year marks 50 years of our Hmong people in Minnesota and in America. 50 years of building a life in a brand new country. 50 years of courage, resilience, and hope. And 50 years of progress, success, and keeping our culture and our traditions alive and thriving. We have come a long ways in the 50 years, and we have much to be proud of. This year, as we reflect on 50 years, let's also pay our respects to our elders, our grandparents, our parents, for all their sacrifices and for their strength. And let's also remember our great General Vang Pao, who is no longer here with us, but is always with us in spirit. Let us also pay respects to our Hmong SGU veterans, who without them we would not be here. I want to call on to our young people, all those up in the benches, in the audience. You are our future. You are the future leaders, the future change makers. I want to call on you, because the next 50 years, it's your turn to make our world into the place you want to live in. And I want to say, please do what we have done for the last 50 years. There's one thing: keep our culture, keep our traditions, keep it thriving. Make sure that we don't lose our language. Make sure we don't lose our culture and all the things that our parents taught us generations after generations. Make sure that we keep those things for our children and for your children. So in this new year, I hope that we will all be daring, that we will dream big, and know that the possibilities are endless for all of us. And I hope that our young people will see that we have much to be proud of, and they will carry on that torch. And so, 用钱呢，不同，宝贝难同。今年嘅子嘅啲嘅鋪嘅要，寶貝上嚟當緊一種。寶貝佢將來當到你哋了係，佢將來當到佢到了那知道好知道。寶貝超單知道我到這裡被你寫啥？寶貝都沒有了，無法不接，就來落了我門上。我錯呀，我到這裡你寫啥呢？可能要縫工縫弄到單頭被咁懵。但เราไปอีกจุดมองยังไม่ได้สำหรับเราตั้งเขารู้เด็ดเต้นเอาดิฉันเองง่ายจงชมเชียร์เราไปเฉยๆ thank you
我叫做苏振帕啦，他当中就也很难给我的elected official，可能我多还是这些就被一种农业部长自己说哈，我叫。Zonzina nanti aku ya be elected official hanya syarat kalau nak nak ini lebih hal tu juga be nak berjalan tapi jangan ha jangan aku ya Samantha aku ya first elected in 2018 Samantha Vang serves as state representative for the northwestern Minneapolis suburb of Brooklyn Park and Brooklyn Center. She currently serves as the DFL co-chair of the Legacy Finance Committee. She has served on the state's first Minnesota Asian Pacific Caucus and people of color and indigenous caucuses. Representative Vang is one of the first Hmong American women to serve in the Minnesota House. Before running for office, she worked as a community organizer as well. So again, I'm talking about Mr. Tu Mo Te Tsai To Samantha Vang Ha Shaya.
我要从首先是来，那我首先上个我到过我还得弄过五八五 G 到六五 G 呢，我再到首先。And the programming earlier was so entertaining that I promise you guys I'll be short so that we can get back to the fun parts of this program. I'm so excited to see the rest of the programming. Aku yung Samantha ba, si Representative Nyato Representative for support ko. With me here today on stage are my DFL colleagues here, Representative Neng Xiong, Representative Dan Wogama, Representative Lindsay, Representative Peter Fisher, and former Representative, now Senator Amanda MC here. On behalf of the Minnesota Asian Pacific Caucus, Representative Ethan Chow, I'm Matt Office Chair, Representative Lu Lee, Representative Samantha Sintamera, Senator Fong, and newly elected Representative XPD cannot make it here today, but they send their regards to wish all of you a happy new year. It's all the state representative. Do cho nó chịu ở bên đó là cho cái trai có cả state Minnesota. Thế bây giờ cho còn phải cho nhất xe nhất tiền cho nó để sinh sĩ. Còn gì đầu cũng cho họ nó cũng chair of the Legacy Finance Committee. Thì trong của sai của tây Hà Rong hậu về sorry. Thân khi có gì là part kia, Malaysia ở đây à, thì có gì, thì lúc trước bên trong đó, ở đó phải bao nhiêu nó ở đó ít bao, lưu cộng đồng trong bên đó cộng trong đó有一路上出现到北海地方，或者北基础上北到或者你可没看见咯，普通或者北到把普通话 SU veterans。我到这边做的一个绑定，没有要求你坚持，不带阶级，不讨个社会当中被害人蒙的个，没做错，没看得得了定面，提莫的成了模糊，提莫一样的是经营，主要有到现在有这个投资，但是我脑被包这点被公众脑了。rồi cũng biết khi bác sĩ lúc bây giờ tao số nhà rồi đi bên trên trời. Hmong people have set the blueprint for success in America. That even if you come with nothing today, and as long as we have each other, we can get everything that we dreamed of. In the first 50 years, we experienced many firsts in America. Thân khi chỉ trong dòng bê mong đồng chí ấy hôn yên thân rộng do họ bê nên toàn đầu giả. This time for the next 50 years, may our children prosper. Và bây giờ mình cứ đi qua tương ba chỉ
and dare to dream. Hold on to the wisdoms of our culture and our language that has kept us from extinction. Để của dòng xe, tao lử, tao cho của chị, tao lên lử, hãy nên. Còn dòng hình, cứ xôi rau lử hãy nên, nhưng khi đông của hãy tìa, lần chờ, bé hãy nên mong. Tao kể, chị ba chị lưu. So always remember, when we have nothing, but as long as we still have us, we still have each other, we will always have everything. Và trong đó nhớ là social.
Again, it is a pleasure to hear about elected official, particularly Representative Samantha Pham, spoke a little bit to us as well too. So again, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Giờ này nó là cái được governor tôi chỉ tàu giờ thế là cho lieutenant governor Peggy giờ tôi chỉ tàu là gì cứ lo thôi cho Mary giờ Mary giờ ấy tôi senior director of public engagement nhớ cho là office of governor trong Oslo office của lieutenant governor Peggy giờ ấy thôi cho Mary giờ đi lo nhìn nó governor of proclamation cho Peggy cho nên sẽ đủ thế cho để nó the Hmong United giờ. Và trong đó nữa, nhớ trong thông tin tử, nhớ trong chia của do Mary trong của xã thổ cho nên họ chuyển tổ cho office of governor to Malta, lieutenant governor Peggy Flanagan, tôi cùng với mong lúc mà chia bên nhau của xã thổ họ cho nó cho nó chịu cho cái tình trạng cũng như thiết sự nên tàu nó đều sẽ nó bị cùng hợp program đúng không? It is an honor for me to be here on behalf of the Office of the Governor, Tim Walz, and Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan, who are not able to be here today. But they have sent their regards and words for the Hmong community in today's celebration. As you all know, today holds a significant year for the Hmong community. 50 years ago, Catholics and Lutherans and our Hmong relatives in Minnesota raised their hands and opened up their homes and hearts to members of the Hmong refugee community who fled from Thailand and Laos. Many of those who are still in close relations with their sponsors, their relatives, who we call neighbors, friends and family, no matter the difference. From that act of kindness, Minnesota was enriched through the Hmong community because of our sense of duty and commitment to this country and our proud military service and incredible cultural impact. The only Minnesota we know today for 50 years is a Minnesota made more beautiful by our Hmong community, and that is what I see here today. We have only known a state capital, Minnesota, with as many as up to 9 Hmong legislators working with the highest executive offices, side by side with our governor and lieutenant governor, to make our state a a better state for families to thrive. Yo chỉ mua bé hành lý mong yo mình là rồi nó, nó là nó ý chí trong nhà lý thật nó. Tôi sẽ thấu cho nó tăng cho yo advocate, nhà lý United Hmong Family. Yeah, thiết tăng cho yo nó cho nó chứ, tăng cho yo tao đi lúc xưa được tao capital. Because you all have worked tirelessly and kept us grounded on issues that matter to the community. So thank you. Thank you to the Minnesota legislators, as you have seen and heard today. Many of them who cannot make it, but those who made it, have made great strides to successfully lead the efforts to get important investments to Hmong local organizations for development and programming and heritage preservation in all areas of life. 我shout out当初有农民，也被蒙有工作做，我那个时候我家里都说给别人让人民 ，and that is how we know the importance of veteran status, what that means to allies who fought alongside the U.S. as special guerrilla units. Because of you all, each year Minnesota honors the Hmong Special Guerrilla Units Remembrance Day at the Capitol, in the schools, and it will continue to be shared through generations. Because of leaders in all areas of government and professions, our state and communities have the resources they need to continue to thrive. And we all must continue to do our part to build a better future for our children and the next generation. Lastly, thank you so much to United Hmong Family for letting me come here to present the Governor's Proclamation. Thank you to your staff, volunteers, and all the leaders here for dreaming big, and also for celebrating the 50th year this year. With that, I'd like to read the proclamation in English and present it to the United Hmong Family, President Miva. See, the Minnesota Proclamation. Whereas, originating from Laos, thousands of Hmong were recruited by the United States Central Intelligence Agency in a secret war, led by General Wei Kao, serving as special guerrilla units alongside U.S. troops during the Vietnam War. And whereas, following the 1975 Indochina Migration and Refugee Assistance Act and the Refugee Act of 1980, hundreds of thousands of Hmong fled their homelands and resettled across the world. Many Hmong communities came to the United States as political refugees and asylum seekers beginning in the late 1970s through the early 2000s. And whereas in November 1975, the first Hmong families resettled in Minnesota. Today, Minnesota is home to the largest concentration of Hmong people in the United States, with Hmong representing the largest ethnic group in the state. And whereas the Hmong community has significantly shaped Minnesota's economic, social, political landscape through cultural contributions and achievements, including the election of the first Hmong American state office, the establishment of the first Hmong owned and operated farm, and the accomplishment of Olympic gold medal gymnastics Sunisa Lee, as well as award-winning chefs Ye Bing and Diana Moore. And whereas the Minnesota Hmong New Year celebration is one of the largest cultural events in the country, drawing thousands to celebrate, support local businesses, and honor ancestral blessings. This year, the celebration will take place this weekend, November 29 through 30, and continues to enrich Minnesota's cultural fabric. And whereas Minnesota remains committed to collaborating with community leaders and organizations to elevate and honor the Hmong experience, including the diverse identities of the Hmong clan, such as Tang, Ting, Chu. If I say your last name, give me a shout. Tang, Ting, Fu, Tang, Hang, Ho, Ka, Gong, Fu, Li, Lo, Mua, Ha, Xiong, and Ya. Whereas, as we celebrate Hmong people, history, culture, values, and traditions, all people in Minnesota are invited to join in recognizing the enduring impact of the Hmong community in our state. Now, therefore, Tim Walz, Governor of Minnesota, do hereby proclaim November 29th through December 29th, 2025 as Hmong Heritage Month in the state of Minnesota. Watch out, thank you. So I'd like to invite Batan Miba to receive this proclamation from the Office of Governor Tim Walz and Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan, or a representative from United Hmong Family.
Okay, watch on tour, Mary Xiong. And unfortunately, Peggy Flanagan, Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan wasn't able to come, as well as our Governor Tim Walz was not able to come, but she was able to come and share a few words with us. So I can see me short May Hambote Mary Xiong Jaya. Dồn gì tôi nên nói chuyện là hà bê cũng mỗi ý từ tức là cái chuyện cái còn nhau cho hồ là cho nên là cái official job office rồi ha ở trên cái tập là được của những ý từ senior advisor to President Donald Trump nếu lúc bé của Taylor Brown nó để cứ tao hàng được cho bé lúc còn nó bé chẳng nó là ha cho nên là chốt lên mấy chốt lên ta giải ha bộ tỷ toàn giải cho Taylor Brown nè lúc sau nó như Taylor giờ Brown cái gì lúc sau muốn cho cái là Taylor Brown, we would like to, the United Hmong family, and particularly with the Hmong community, I'd like to also welcome you to speak a few words for New Year here as well.
Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Hmong New Year to everyone here today. I want to start by thanking the United Hmong family, Chairman Mi Bang, all the Hmong leaders, and all the Hmong veterans. Thank you. My name is Taylor Ram, and it's an honor to stand before you here today. I have the distinct honor of serving as a senior advisor to President Donald J. Trump, as he continues on his historic second term as President of the United States. President Trump is a strong champion for the Hmong community, for Americans, for our veterans, for our law enforcement officers, and for peace around the world. We all know the sacrifices that your families have made. Alongside the legendary General Vang Pao, a true American hero, Hmong soldiers fought and died with American troops in the secret war in Laos. President Trump proudly signed the Hmong Veterans Recognition Act, ensuring that Hmong heroes can now be buried at the National Cemetery. Today, in just first 10 months of his second term, President Trump is delivering for hardworking Americans the largest middle-class tax cut in history. No tax on tips, overtime, Social Security, child tax credits, and more. That means the biggest tax refunds in American history are coming your way over the next 2 years, as your money should stay with you. Gas is under $3 a gallon on average, real relief when you drive from Fresno, from St. Paul, and from Milwaukee to celebrate New Year with your family. Trillions of dollars in new factories and jobs coming home. $500 billion in American AI alone. Good paying careers for the next generation of Hmong Americans. Full backing of our veterans and law enforcement. Record funding, respect restored, and the blue and green know that the President of the United States always has their back. And perhaps most important of all, President Trump is bringing peace through strength. He ended the war in Gaza, freed hostages, destroyed Iran's nuclear facilities without putting American boots on the ground, and has brokered war-ending deals in 8 different countries around the world, and he's still working to secure more. Because of President Trump, American sons and daughters are coming home instead of being sent into new wars. At the same time, he is cutting billions in waste and fraud so that your tax dollars stop disappearing and start working for you, your children, and your families. President Trump respects the Hmong community. He knows you're not looking for handouts. You want opportunity, safety, respect for veterans, support for your police officers, and peace for your children. That is exactly what he continues to work on and what he is delivering on. So today, let's celebrate the start of a great new year, leave all the bad and negative in last year, and may you be blessed with an amazing new year. Thank you. God bless the Hmong community. God bless our veterans and law enforcement. God bless the legacy of General Vang Pao, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you, and Happy New Year.
cho nên là sau khi ta thấy ông bây giờ mấy đôi thời chờ mấy từ mayor nhớ cho họ xịn họ là giờ Mayor Melvin Carter is the first African American mayor. He champions equity-focused initiatives, including rising the minimum wages, supporting immigrants and refugees, and launching a college-bound in St. Paul. So let's all be welcome Mayor Melvin Carter.
privilege of serving as mayor of this city of St. Paul. Thank you so much. I appreciate that greatly. And congratulations and happy Hmong New Year to everybody here. What an incredible festivity. What an incredible turnout. What an incredible day for us here in this city. Give yourselves a big round of applause. It's an honor of a lifetime to serve as mayor of this city that has raised the minimum wage to $15 an hour. This city that starts every child born in our city with $50 in a college savings account. This city that honors our diversity instead of attacks it. This city who knows that the keys to our future is not just trying to figure out how to preserve the city that our parents loved, but how to build the city that our city deserves. It's an honor to be mayor of this incredible, diverse, intercultural, multilingual city that the city of St. Paul is. And this city would not be the city we are. This city could not be the rich, incredible place that we are if it were not for the incredible contributions of the members of our Hmong community. Our Hmong community leaders are leaders in education, leaders in business, leaders in real estate, leaders in the public sector, leaders in the private sector, leaders every single place we go. You give us incredible food. You give us incredible events and celebrations and festivities like this. You give us incredible organizations like Hmong United Family. Give it up for me, Meng, and everybody who's worked for me today for what it is. It's an honor to be here. It's an honor to celebrate with you. It's an honor to be able to just enjoy this community alongside each and every one of you. I am graduating to new phases of community life and looking forward to being able to eat in a restaurant, looking forward to being able to walk around the lake with all of you all, and knowing that some of those tasks of community building get to graduate on to someone else in the future. But you know I'll still be here, and I'll still look forward to continuing to enjoy this community and all the food and all the celebrations and all the richness that we have to offer right alongside every single one of you all. I said on day one as mayor that this is an incredible city because we all pitch in and do the work together. I've been thankful every day as mayor that I've had all of you as teammates help us build this work together. I sleep better every single night because all of you are not just in St. Paul, you are actively creating and building this city every single day along the way. And I'll forever be proud of the work that we've done together. God bless you. Good to see you.
Ý trong gì à? Chuẩn bị từ Mayor Melvin Carter Young.
And so the now I have to know you eat to go to the chicken got to your very city St. Paul. To to she could be a token. This happened to Bambi and the group of Bambi and Gola. Let us welcome Chief of Police. City of St. Paul, Chief Axel Henry, a short language, what I want to say, the Chief of Police Central, St. Paul.
Well, thank you so much for having us here. On behalf of the St. Paul Police Department, I'd ask that if you see one of our officers walking around, you walk up and say hi to them, because we love talking to our community members, and we're so very happy to be here. As most of you know, every year when I come and talk, I usually tell a personal story or something that's been going on in our community that this event really helps us get through. But today I'm going to change it up a little bit and just mention something for me personally. As I was getting ready this morning to come, it's really the enormity of the Hmong New Year and this festival and what has happened over the last literally decades, is that this event in our community has been changed in such a positive way by this. And I will tell you personally that I think the state of Minnesota should probably adopt that our official New Year should be in line with this New Year. I think December 31st should be a day that if we want to do something, that's great. And we were talking about how important this is to our city of St. Paul. It is truly an event that now personifies what it's like to be a Minnesotan, but more importantly, what it is to be a person who lives, who thrives, and spends their time in this great city. So on behalf of the St. Paul Police Department, I wanted to just say thank you. You inspire all of us. Regardless of where we're from or how long we've been here, you make us better. You make this city better. And my XO and I were talking on the way up, and we said, you know what we should probably do going forward? I think we're going to look into this. And I'm going to challenge maybe Chief Dotsap, who I know is coming up here next, and maybe they want to do the same. That in the future, for November or December, we might want to change one of our patches to reflect the traditional Hmong colors, and so that we can in St. Paul celebrate the fact that this is our official New Year's. Thank you so much. Thank you for having us. Please say hi to the officers that are here. Thank you.
Cho nên xin mời là bé trong trận quân tiền quân trong trường chi và số Henry trong hai giờ. Số trong này tôi sẽ bên tôi hàng trong cái trong bé chim on là ok. Trong diện là tên nó bé cũng mới từ state representative và để quân tôi sẽ bên nó ha chỉ cái gọi là rồi bắt đầu của hàng mấy giờ cái state representative nó qua tất thơ sẽ quân tôi sẽ bên ha để cho mà quân tôi sẽ bên xuống là sự xuống xuống. Cho nên là từ tháng tết nóอยู่ตัวhàngเราจะเป็นcáiผู้ใหญ่ state representative dan organize nó state representative dan organize nóจะตั้งการจัดยอดที่ dan organize if you're here and I know you're here the house is yours right well maybe you should say the night is yours.
And those who have come here looking to improve themselves, take advantage of good opportunities. So opportunities. Let's stand together and have a prosperous and thriving new year for all of us and all of our loved ones. I'm Dan Wolgeman. I'm running for state auditor, and with all my heart, I want to wish you a happy and prosperous new year. Thank you all so much.
Lưu trà thời giờ, này cháu đi qua gì, cho nên sẽ tụ giờ, bây giờ VIP thì cho con chút sinh giờ, này sẽ được qua sẽ đấy là giờ, chỗ bây giờ qua chút sinh giờ là hay là sẽ gì, bây giờ mà này nó morning program thì ở sau kia, rồi này sẽ trở mà một trong những thì giờ, này sao có này nhóm thì này lúc trong, để nó làm bây giờ qua chút sinh là tôi hay làm sao share rồi, bây muốn ở tôi nhớ rồi thì chờ nó đầu chi cho lưu sống là giờ. Thế thì ta là bây giờ tôi celebrate có trong chi trong đời bây giờ không nào sẽ bây giờ nhớ trong bộ sinh hoạt là thế. Thế thì sẽ đời như bố thì đi nó mau một gì thế là đầu mù say bây mong cho nên sẽ tự nhớ trong xã hội. Thế thì họ đi trong con sự sinh nhở thế là đi nhà VIP guest nè. Nên thì cho trận mau một họ từ nên ở trong đời bây giờ nói bây giờ của sự sinh là hai người ta là bay là sẽ chạy đến mà đi bay giờ để phải chờ đi cho nên sẽ tự đời bây giờ đi theo đấy giờ. Thì anh đã từng gì tận đây là đây giờ bây giờ mua ô tô của chương trình của những sân cả bây giờ để nào bây mong chơi bây giờ sẽ chủ lưu sống thế giờ người ô tô của chương trình trai rồi bây thế giờ giờ này đó ô tô của chương trình là hai chương trình tận đây là một thắt tư là nó qua bây giờ thì đã gì Canaras Nia is the general manager of Metro Transit. Her leadership focuses on expanding and improving transit service, enhancing safety and security, and fostering an inclusive and supportive workplace for all staff. Từ chương trình đó, một bên là Joseph Dawson, Nia is the Metro Transit Chief of Police for the Metro Transit Police Department. Under her leadership, he has focused on increasing visible police presence across buses, light rail, and transit stations, improving rider safety and confidence. Hiện giờ có nên chúng mình dân từ trong cú giải tỏ với ô tô của chương sinh của nhà là gì Canaras and Joseph Dawson here.
Good afternoon and Happy New Year. My name is Leslie Canaris and I'm the General Manager at Metro Transit. It is such an honor to be here today to wish you a Happy New Year and also to commemorate 50 years of the Hmong migration to the United States. Really in awe and thankful for all your contributions to our community. I also want to thank the United Hmong family for including us in today's celebration. So at Metro Transit, our mission is connecting people, strengthening communities, and improving lives. We do that by delivering high-quality public transportation with buses and light rails here in the Twin Cities. And it's a true honor to serve our community and be a part of today's celebration and part of the Twin Cities community more broadly. And at Metro Transit, a critical part of what we do is ensure the safety of our riders and our employees. So it's my honor to introduce Chief Joseph Dawson from our Metro Transit Police Department, who will also say a few words.
Good afternoon. My name is Joe Dawson. I'm the Interim Chief of Police at Metro Transit. And I'm honored to stand before you today and just say a couple of words about really, first of all, how thankful we are of all of your support. Law enforcement in general is very thankful of your support, and so is Metro Transit Police. We would not be able to be doing all the things that we do in our community, connecting with community members, without your support. So thank you for all of that. I'd also like to just take a moment and talk about service. I've heard so many great stories the last couple hours about service to our community, what it means to stand up during tough times, and provide that commitment to the public. And that's certainly what we do at the Metro Transit Police Department. You know, our diversity numbers in our department, we're one of the most diverse departments in the region, and we wouldn't be that way without the support of the Hmong community. So we thank you very much. And all of our officers and our staff, too. I know Sergeant Yang was walking around here just a couple minutes ago. We certainly appreciate his leadership and all the work that he does. But again, we thank you so much for everything, and happy birthday.
Hai lần thọ đợi em béo từ hồi trời sinh các tư yêu là sẽ thành đó hết cho sẵn đạo sẵn nhà họ đi trong một thế trong gì trong đó đấy ạ người ở tu chuyện đi trong đầu khi bé họ đã chọn transit safety cho sự là bé nhỏ cho bé cái community này ạ hay cần nơi đi muốn chơi đó railroad đó là đây khu safety á
cho nên cái gì à chúng con là kiểu lúc sáng đến tiền thì biết sáng chơi gì đâu là sáng giờ biết sáng chơi đâu là sáng. That's how you guys stand up for just a few minutes and just give your leg a little bit of breathing. Okay, thank you, thank you. Bên chắc chắn một trận là you guys can say thank you so much. Em bên thứ next speaker na, em bên thứ next speaker nó yang quý thứ này chuyện gì còn là anh bên chấm mông nữa. Vì ta nên gì yang itu tu này cái gọi là lu ta cho bé ít trong mông na. Ya chúng nên gì yang chơi bé bé nó chỉ bao là chỉ chơi chúng nên gì yang chơi cụ tu thôi chỉ là chơi bé cả nó ha. Vì ta đi thọ chút thế. Thì tôi thấy cho cái chuẩn bị cả gọi là thọ chút thế của bé cho nó bé tôi đầu tiên cho bà mẹ nó. Nếu như mua trà mà nó lúc sau nó không lúc sau nó cho trà cái đợt bé từ thằng con là từ tu ha trong sát gọi nó được ta cho này chẳng nát là ta cho này giờ cứ là cái lọ tới qua sốt là mua bữa đó cái cục bé hai giờ là mấy sốt lắm vấn đề ta dạy trà sẽ là trà vâng.
Thế thì nhờ rồi sống chia rồi thì nên kêu tụi nó là bé hải mong họ có bé sợ khi tao chỉ nó cái như nó và ta cái mong đâu có một điểm của sai nó có mong đâu câu nó cháu con trâu đồ bắt hàng mì ba chứ có cái nào cần bây bao điều của in một cái to này nó mà也有mọi chuyện thì是有我的。有很多包括我在我出席，比方做那个被的给点物业，后来一好被抓在我的看他们干着了，被人说叫朋友没干的对嘛，还好了，被他们这不在被人中，给你的主包都没干的，不要还要被老没干。Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, beloved Hmong community, happy Hmong New Year. Today I stand before you with a heart that is full of history, full of gratitude, and full of a memory that has lived inside our people for more than
half a century. Our story, the story of the Hmong people, is no ordinary story. It is carved into the mountains, soaked into the soil of two countries and continents, and carried in the breath of every generation that refuses to disappear. When the secret war erupted in Laos, our fathers, our uncles, our grandfathers, our mothers, and our aunts did not pause to calculate fear. They stood on mountaintops, fought in jungles, and bled for a nation they had never seen, a nation called America. But let us be unmistakably clear here today. This was no small struggle. This was no minor chapter in world history. Under my father, General Bang Pao, the Hmong fought against 70,000. Let me say that again, 70,000 of the most elite North Vietnamese troops. Day and night, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, for 15 long years. That feat alone should echo across the world. It should be taught in universities. It should be honored on monuments. And it should live forever in the hearts of our young people who must understand what it took for them to be here today. My father used to say that the mountain teaches a warrior two things. Number one is how to survive. Number two is how to see farther than others. Our elders saw further. They saw beyond war. They saw beyond loss. And they saw beyond the heartbreak of leaving their homeland behind. They saw us. They saw our faces, our future, the generations who would one day stand here, free, educated, safe, and alive. And so they carried us out of the jungles, across the Mekong River, through the camps of Thailand, and finally into the embrace of a country that said, "You are welcome here. Build your future here." America became our home. This soil received our tears, our sweat, our sacrifices, and gave us opportunity in return. Here we rebuilt our lives. Here we raised our children. And here we discovered possibilities our ancestors never could have imagined. For this blessing, we are profoundly grateful to America. But gratitude must never erase memory. We must remember the blood that was shed, the promises that were made, the extraordinary courage of a small mountain people whose story rarely appears in textbooks, but changed the course of history. Today we honor the men and women who fought by day and carried their families to safety by night. We honor the widows who buried their husbands with their own hands, yet still guided their children through life. We honor all the orphans who grew up to become doctors, teachers, soldiers, entrepreneurs, and leaders. And we honor every Hmong soul who paid the ultimate price for our survival. But today, we also recognize something else. It is our turn. It is our duty. It is our responsibility to make sure their story is never erased, never diluted, and never forgotten. We must preserve our language. We must teach our children who they are. We must show the world that the Hmong story is not a tragedy. It is a triumph born from mountains, a triumph carried across oceans, a triumph rooted in American soil. My father believed that one day we would turn our pain into purpose. Today, right here, I feel that prophecy rising. Because when we gather united, proud and unbroken, we prove that the Hmong spirit cannot be crushed. Our ancestors gave us the gift of survival. America gave us the gift of possibility. Now we must take these two gifts and build something powerful for our children, for our community, and for the generations yet to come. Let today be the reminder that the Hmong people are still here, still strong, and yes, still rising, still carrying the fire that once lit the mountains of Laos. Let the world know this. General Bang Kao may be gone for 14 years, but his mission is not. His people remain. His vision remains. His legacy remains. And we are ready. Ready to lead, ready to serve, and ready to carry forth the torch he lit for all of us. America is our home, the country we fought for before we even lived here, the country we contribute to, the country we proudly call home. May God bless the Hmong people. May God bless America. Thank you and Happy New Year to everyone.
Cho nên chúng ta sẽ về một lần trong một thế với cho anh nói sẽ về từ nhữngคนlà sẽคนคือตัวจังว่างนะ Ok, giờ nó just là từ lúc trước tôi giờ xong là đã kể ta chỉ cho mi chỉ là bây giờ mong bây giờ nó tốt là giờ còn mấy một là nó tốt là từ từ gì cho hắn lúc tăng tiền nó cho bé cô giờ đi từ cái giờ cho cô bé lu sang county nên nó giờ bé lu của Mac Council nè Mac Council nó giờ cái tăng trời sang county nó nếu nó bị hoa chạy đi nó chạy đi nó giờ cái giờ nó thì lu chuyện nó cho chúng ta xem nhaไอ้เจ้าหน้าที่ไม่ชวนแล้ววันเดียวใจใจลียอดแม่ข้าวส่งเนาะยังในยันด้วยการตั้งทอดจอเปรูซ้ำข้าวจีนยอดจอได้พลังจำใจนะ
I think Australia, the council member for District 13, which includes the east side of St. Paul and the eastern half of St. Paul and some of the first Minnesotas. 50 years ago, we came to this country because of a war that was raging in Southeast Asia. And the war happened because first it was a civil war between three princes. One prince wanted to take the country towards the communists, one prince wanted the country to be neutral, and the other prince wanted to be pro-capitalist. And the last prince was the side that the American forces supported. And many of us in our families fought on that side. And that's why we're here today. The average family that comes to this country spends 12 years in refugee camps, like my family. Some of those camps are organized and official refugee camps. Some of those are unofficial refugee camps. Some of those are just folks living in the wilderness and doing freedom fighters, which is also what my family did. And that's why we are here today. When a person dies in war, they lose two lives. The first life they lose is the life that they had. The second life they lose is the life that could have been. And many of us are here because we lost many more people that could not be here with us today. And we are grateful eternally for this country that accepted us as refugees and immigrants. And that's why 50 years later, we have, for a small community of 90,000 Hmong people in this state, a lot of civic leaders, nonprofit leaders, and business leaders. And each year, our businesses collect millions of dollars of taxes to the state of Minnesota. We are active participants in civic life, political life, in the nonprofit sector, and the private sector. And we owe it to our ancestors to continue to be good citizens.
Ok, bây giờ đây sẽ là cô sẽ để vị trí bây giờ chủ yếu hỏi mấy là sẽ để đưa lỗ cho nó cái học program bây giờ thôi giờ lưu tra tờ đấy giờ cho để là bé on thu nền gì hoặc là cho bây giờ niệm công chúa dùng gì tờ đây là giờ nên là đây tuần sau nữa là gì họ chờ đây họ nhóm của GC là sản thiên là nó tờ cá họ trong được bây giờ sponsors thì em họ recognition cho bây giờ cho nó cho bộ nhưng với lúc community này chị rồi sau đây xin lời giờ thế chị ta bây giờ là đây là chim ba đó đây giờ chị nhớ được sao hậu này giờ không cần lo cho sổ đó tờ cá nó đi ngon xài thì đi bây giờ thì tờ cá này giờ chị bây giờ là bỏ bây giờ miệng công chúa nữa okay so you guys ready for that Tashi mới có Tashi thế đó okay giờ hay thế before nữa này mấy con program đó này giờ nên chỉ sau xếp đó cho chị cứ chịu không lỡ lò đó okay so
没有现在到东plan那改变的这路线的怎么还有我来没说了，准备我来样子哈，但是好像那超那开，好像那超的他妈不能那边还说比较的资源呀，比较 VIP， 比较 sponsors。所以我要我准备要我们来路线把它形容一下路线肯定了。
วันนี้วันเราเจอเราคณะบอร์ดเรามัวรักในสิ่งที่เป็นจอยที่เราจะมัวจะคนชื่อเสียงเนี่ยเอาไปรู้มิวดีอย่างเราไม่รู้สิค่ะเราจะลองมัวจะเราตั้งทองไปจะสปอนเซอร์ว่าจะไปเนี่ยมาเสียจริงๆเรารู้จะรู้จะต้องสังกัดไม่รู้ใช่ไหมโถจะอยู่นอนน่ะไอ้นี่เชื่อว่าเชื่อแต่อย่างไอ้เดียยังมัวเลยไปถึงมัวนู่นนอนที่เดียวเชื่อแต่เรารู้มัวรู้เชื่อไปไม่นอนเราว่าจะเราตั้งทองไปจะสปอนเซอร์เสีย
Yeah, the ratio of that all sponsors, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, without your support, your contribution, we wouldn't have carried the program that we're able to carry the program to. So the level and also the excitement that we are able to bring just because all of our sponsors. So thank you so much.
Hey, that's a sponsor, our Hmong American partnership.
Honda Berkeley.
Venture Market.
M150.
Asian Hmong Alliance.
Walzer Bloomington Toyota.
Blue Cross Blue Shield of Minnesota.
Rudy Luther Toyota.
Hennepin County.
Digital Synergy.
Royal Credit Union.
Super USA.
Twin IT Tech Solution.
Thai Fusion Restaurant.
Cups and Chairs.
Keller Williams, ML, Mylor, I'm sorry.
Mylor team, okay? Pumbia, Produce.
Mo's Tropical Market.
Unison Restaurant and Banquet.
Passant Studio Travel, Affordable Travel.
Impact Miracles in Action.
Canvas Health.
And No Oriental Food.
Celebrating culture and community.
Talent Master Staffing.
Hog Masters.
เดี๋ยวพวกนี้รู้อะไรหรอกรู้โต๊ะเดี๋ยวลงไปดูอีกอย่างนะจะคนนี้ยอดเจ๊หรือน่ะนะ
Yeah, but I'm saying since we're looking at getting clay, huh?
เดี๋ยวเชิญเขาใช้เขาขอการชี้เขาได้ชี้นะ
Okay, we're looking at getting clay, man. Now we're trying to Hmong United Equality Association, okay. We're trying to make the sponsor, not only sponsored medical hope, but sponsored all pageantry as well too. So again, I just a shout out to all you guys. And again, drink up the N150 that is on your table there too. Great sponsor this year, just something that hopefully you guys will get a cherish as well.
Okay, 一种只有他的生活的人中，他的比较 sponsor 只有。
Have a great shout out to all sponsors, please.
OK， 好，就这场内容我也要细细和妹妹那样，哎，你就我哋我自己就估计有啲小人一nhỏ的那种种多的嘢呢 ，OK。OK， 就这场内容我哋亦攞波可能做到這樣，你攞有攞下邊製作有 services 啲啦，有 recognition， 我哋幫做你個大個牌，俾有個專線人一做俾到團市年嘅人。
cho nên cho chị họ chạy đến trong lời mà thôi ra bên ngoài cho nó cho của bên nhau bên lúc cùng họ lúc sẵn tay nó bốn lá để thành đủ đầu trang đầu nhà bán cho bên chồng mong bán cho bên cho họ khổ bán thành cho bên lúc community and particularly even all the elected officials and all the officials that are out there here with us as well too. The dedication to services that you guys provide help support our community, help grow our community, help strengthen our community, help to promote the creation of new opportunity for our young adults. So I can get your blood and I can see Soja, which they'll recognize your man. Vì là chúng con là cái bê khứ thì chúng con là cái bê ngọc án thì chúng con là cái bê cho chị hạt sừng là tức là chúng xác định có là bê một opportunity nó vì the state of Minnesota nó cũng bắt ba bê bê sang mỗi là cái chị give back to the community nó nhận cả hơi cho and nó nó mà giờ theo cho nó mà quyền chỉ có ít lại là giờ tụi mình họ từ nó chỉ phụ phụ tao tại cái một giờ theo cho tao nhá của nó hai giờ giờ này lâu hai giờ là giờ bây giờ tôi tu trò là bây giờ cái này lâu cứ bắt đầu về ý chữ về được sự trong theo ý phản trong cho quốc gia cái chỉ sự cho họ phản này cái chỉ một lần cô phụ tao mà tại sao mà bây giờ lúc trước là không có về là cho nó cho quốc cho nó cho sự bây giờ muốn cho nó cho sự của tôi trong có gì sinh cho sự sinh đó là của tôi trong bây giờ bắt thằng sinh là của tôi trong giờ là bây giờ nó bây giờ bây giờ bắt thằng khôn là bây giờ nó giờ là việc chỉ có là việc chỉ hành là việc cái sự việc quy bảo là bây giờ nó là bây giờ cái cái là cho quốc chỉ là bây giờ nhà người pháp nhà khát vọng bây giờ nó都是giờ là lúc sau nó cũng có sang còn mấy số trời nữa and all of elected officials I know that it's late in the day and I know you guys just want me to be done with but just give me a few minutes because again we want to recognize for all the effort that you guys do to the community and for coming out to support us particularly our Hmong community it really helps strengthen us and encourages us to do even better the support that you guys do the support that you guys have for us is tremendous and there is no words that can describe how much appreciated we are to all of you guys, particularly all of elected officials at the state capital and city levels. All of you guys done so much for us. In particular, Parks and Recs, our police department, our metro transit, everything that you guys do for the whole community, for the whole community in general. And so we want to thank all of you guys. So just a token of appreciation, I want all of you guys to come up. Okay, I want particularly all these people that are sitting over here. I want you guys to come up and thank all the sponsors as well too. If you guys are here as a sponsor for a pageantry for the United Hmong family, I want you guys to come up here. Yana me yang itu zeng, itu zi mua chi, usang ko me lo shon ha, biar ada lo yang itu chen chen chuan yang me community na shi ngo le ku, me yang Hmong ngo le ku be chi pu zua da, ya hao lu ku me wo zhe be chi da nei be chi ku po lo, zhong jiang ha shang wo jiang. Mấy chục phụ tao, rồi tới chục phụ tao tại lúc này nó mấy quan trọng là xưa, giờ là mình thoát chơi là cho nó, bây giờ có tu trò đây là hát đâu, tê, hát là chế tê, mấy lúc tôi xin tê ha về là còn nói những cái chuyện kiến cho bé, mấy lúc còn bây giờ là một family, no, we do not have a lot of stuff, we do not have a lot of things, but we are able to give you a little token so that you guys remember what 2025 from 1975 to 2025 means. It means 50, right? It means 50. We have lived 50. Okay, I'm sorry, but I just told you guys my age already, so. But I want all you guys to come up, and again, like I said, Jaya Maya, Patan, Long Patan, Yam Patan, Yam Chokome, Lukompu, Laya Usango, Taka, and okay? And again, Mary, particularly from the governor's office, I want all you guys to come up. Okay, Jay, Representative Jay, I want you guys to come up. Officer Canyon, I want you guys to come up. And I want all advisors, United Hmong Family advisors. I want you guys to come up to help us as well too. Yeah, advisor, have a report. I want you guys to come up and help us. Because again, this is not my organization. This is not one individual's organization, but United Hmong Families organization. So I want to make sure that you guys understand that part. So. Họ chơi thành cho là gì à? Cho nó cho họ hát cho cái bán bồi đây là bao tại mấy cho cổ hủ nè. Họ chơi mấy đồ xe là cho cái cho thành cho mấy số lần nữa là cái mấy số lần nữa mấy trên đồng tiền mấy gọi là mấy trên bao nhiêu tiền nữa là cái có thể là đầu tư để cho tao được thế này cái mấy trên đồng tiền gọi mấy số nữa mấy cái tiền nữa thế nó mà chơi thành cho mấy cho ý là cho phụ nữ hạ đây là cho cái ô chỉ cái gì trổ lô là nhận cho
cái lỗ ít hoa mai nha nhỉ, về ít áo bên cá mai nha nhỉ, cho chỗ nó sạch tiền không?
Họ chơi mấy luôn nè, and also I like to work họ chơi tận cho pay our committee, okay? Our committee that has run on the New Year, they volunteered tremendous amount of time to come and help us put this production together. And so I want to thank all the committees, the New Year committees, all boards. I wanted you guys all to come up here as well too. And all peace officers officers. If you guys are out there, I want you guys to come up as well too. For all the work that you guys do, we call it service to community, right? Services to community. And I get that information from the door in Russia. Okay. I get that information from the Russia. Nó có thể là của xã của cơ quan của hắn thế cơ một trời ó thấy nhẹ nhàng luôn sẽ bây giờ nhân nuôi committee là chúng gọi là cái nhân nuôi committee là nó gọi là cái bên trên lù là ha cái bên trên là sản xuất bên lù là gì and I think I still see some of the community leaders and stuff like that. You guys are out there, you guys doing all the legwork every day, day in, day out. I want you guys to come up as well. Again, our state patrol, he's just talking, doesn't even want to come up either. But the peace officer, you guys will come up as well too. You guys do services to community. I want to make sure that we recognize all those that deserve to be honored. Cho nên chân xin nói giờ ta cú ha ta nói lại giờ ta biết nói thì bên trên đường về bên sân tu sát của nó cú ha ta tạo ra nó họ chơi bên đường xin giờ bây giờ là cái thằng nào mà tiếng đó có trên đường về có sân tu sát của nó thằng mà tiếng có cái đầu của chỉ có của bên đường thì mà nó cái bên nó giờ bên chỗ có thằng giờ bên nó cũng trên đường về sân tu sát của nó thế. And also, I want our educator. I want you guys to come up as well too. Exclusive to the we are very inclusive. We are very inclusive to everybody. And has been helping our community. And I don't see any other judges up here either. Like I said, about all MCs, I don't know where they are at either. But họ chơi bên xuân xuân tụi mình lừa chơi rồi. Họ chơi bên xuân xuân tụi mình chơi xuân xuân tụi mình lừa xuân chơi. Again, don't be shy, okay? Nếu ta biết tụi shy thì, hoặc là ta quản xong tụi shy rồi, có thể tụi shy được rồi. Community leaders and big artists now. I don't know where all artists as well too. If our artists are here, I want you guys to come up on stage as well too. Okay, it signified 50 years from 1975 to 2025. That since ever since we immigrated to the U.S., we have made great progress, and particularly all the great speeches that you guys heard about today, all the excitement, all the things that has happened, particularly the last 50 years. We hope that the next 50 years will be even greater than what you guys heard today. And I want to thank particularly all the speakers here, all the speakers today that proudly have spoken and said a few words that I think are just encouraging to everybody, particularly our Hmong community. So I hope that you guys will always take that to heart as well too. So again, we don't have much, but we just want to give you a token so that you remember what 2025 is and what the new year means to us here in the great state of Minnesota. Okay, nó là phụ cho bây giờ buôn nè, bây giờ buôn nhau cho United Hmong family nè, bây giờ buôn nhau cho United Hmong family nó có mấy lối chuyện hóa sẽ rồi. Okay, nó là cho nên chính là của hai trăm mét nào đó, của tại cho nó cho của cho provide services cho community, giờ là mấy chị lúc đó nó để mấy sắp tới sáng cái về là nó giờ nhất là a token of appreciation for all the hard work, all the work that you guys do day in and day out for our community. Okay, and thank you so much. Nó là sẽ bắt thằng mình
Thank you. First and foremost, thank you to the Board of Trustees of the United Hmong family. Thank you to the Board of Trustees of the United Hmong family for wanting to give a gift of love, friendship, and blessings to all our friends in St. Paul, in Minnesota, and across the U.S. We have friends and family that are also in audience and on this stage with us that are not from Minnesota. So welcome to all of you for joining us for the Minnesota Hmong New Year. I hope that as you're here, you feel the Minnesota love and the Minnesota nice, and mostly that you will want to move here and stay with us so that our community continues to grow. But each and every one of you on stage and those of you in the audience, we want to thank you for the love in the community and for being here with us as we celebrate 45 years of Minnesota Hmong New Year. And happy 50th This is just a small token and blessing for all of you as we welcome 2026. And we will see you again next year on this very stage, 2027. We hope you enjoy the next 2 days. And don't leave yet, as we are going to unveil the Mrs. Hmong Minnesota pageant shortly here. So please stay for the show. Thank you so much.
Ok, bây giờ trong bây giờ thay cho bây giờ elected officials nhà trong the great state of Minnesota here, so thank you so much. And then bây giờ program của tên là okay.
OK， 我抽到那条刘文熙那样，也碰见一次半次都有。我抽到那整个就是很摇头头鼻子多张头手，那边好朋友们真的那也有。And我抽 Dr. Najal for being my partner this year. 我都是还得想到了这些都是 partner 这个的，对，那交流就都要的嘛，cái lượng là chưa anh xin được cho trong nói rồi. So he has a lot of roles this year. Em có tháo đi muốn chúng tôi thấy cho đâu là chơi à? Em mà lấy trong đảo chơi mà xí trong mình chỉ sẽ có tháo ý thôi nhỉ?
Giờ cái nào hao cho nó, một trong cho đặt cái phô này, đặt cái phô vào nó đã quay lại. Bố cho nó bố có quay bộ là gì, bây giờ nó bây giờ là hành động là gì cái, bây giờ là hành động là gì, bây giờ số cho hắn xí cho nó quay thì nó là sau mấy số là sản tiền à. Anh nói là nó thấy giá trị giá trị chỉ cho số mấy là làm mấy món vật chế, bây giờ cái giá hàng đâu số mấy khởi điểm mọi người cho bao một bên mấy món này nè.
And vậy người cho cái hoạt động này chúng ta có program là 6 đến